This is the world-famous KROQ.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Wednesday morning, the world-famous KROQ. How the hell goes it? We are Klein, Allie Show. Nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's Allie.
Hello.
Got DJ Omar Khan.
Hello.
Jake Z-Ned.
What's up?
Postmaster Johnny in the back came in today with a banana loaf.
Did he make it himself?
No. It was packaged like he bought it from the store, and I don't think he's sharing. I think that is just...
That's like his... This is what he does, is that'll just be his food all day.
Yep. He's like a snake.
Like yesterday it was a jar of peanut butter, and today it's a banana loaf.
He walks around holding it like a candy bar and just takes bites of it. It's kind of fascinating to watch that guy operate.
Yeah, he does share, though. He usually has popcorn that he steals from a different office in this building.
It's wild.
And then he makes little plates for us. He's very considerate.
Johnny's one of these guys that could live in the streets for years, and he would actually gain weight. Because
Yes.
he could figure out where to scurry around to get stuff. Then you got Vanessa back there. Vanessa's very active this morning, getting excited for a new edition of Petty Claims Court coming up a little bit later.
Yeah, she said we got some good ones this week.
Good submissions. Apparently everyone's having little petty arguments, and we will solve at least one of those coming up later this morning on the show. If you need us, phone's open now, text line open now, 800-520-1067. And I guess we'll start the show with this moment of regret. You know, we love it when people listen to the podcast, but of course, listening live is the full experience, because then you're able to not only win stuff like more lift tickets to Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day this Friday, or get on that standby list to go see Green Day in Ireland. That'll be happening later today as well. You could also, I think we're giving away Kings tickets too.
It's never ending.
It's never ending. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
He knows.
Yeah,
That's
buddy.
what's my name? What was my name?
Radio Bro.
I don't even remember my name.
It's the big
That was
hairy
effing Kevin.
monster ball.
But yesterday, if you were not listening live, you could not participate in the 10-second talent show. And this guy is now living a life full of regret.
Hey guys, I feel bad for missing the call-in talent show. I still wanted to give you the honor of hearing mine. For my 10-second talent, I am going to do 10 seconds of miming.
Now, this guy could have won.
Has he started?
He's already begun.
okay.
And he is crushing it out.
Is he in a box?
I think he's in a box
Oh my God.
now.
He's pulling a rope.
Now he's
There he is. He's going up high.
building a wall.
Oh, my goodness.
And now his end...
Hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, that was great.
Sweet
What-
dibs.
What a
sweet tips.
finish.
That guy could have won the whole thing, but he missed out, so...
I don't know. He was nothing compared to Cricket Girl.
Cricket Girl was so
She's
clutch.
my hero.
Video of that up at the Klein Alley Show socials. If you're
I
not
think
already...
Weezer should bring her up on stage.
Yes.
They
I feel
should.
like Rivers would love that.
He would. I think he totally would.
He just loves weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Weezer, we do have tickets to join Weezer at their do-over. It's kind of like they're recreating their first ever show on stage with the same exact band they got to go on after. Rivers told us earlier this week that when they went on stage, the entire audience cleared out after Dog Star finished, and then they played for a room full of just a few people and some servers that were still there. And we got tickets to go to that on Friday. It'll be a much different scene 30 years later.
Yeah, it's kind of like an I Told You So
Yeah.
show. Like, hey, we actually were something back then, and now it's an I Told You So, and I wish I could do that for my life.
Do you think they will be? Do you think they'll be opening for Dog Star, or you think Dog Star will still be opening for Weezer? Who's the opener? Who's the headliner?
That's interesting.
'Cause
I would
Keanu
imagine
Reeves-
Dog Star would open.
Interesting. Well, you'll
Yeah,
find
it's
out
going to be the same, just earlier.
earlier. We got tickets for that coming up a little bit later. The only way to get in is by listening to us. Right now, we kick it off with some KROQ music, and then we will get into the entire show we have in store for you today. Go nowhere. Pack your patience. Next 4 hours together starts now.
Klein, the world Alley
Famous.
Show.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Allie's already got real regrets. She started a side hustle. It's not been going well. We told her this exact thing would happen. We'll get to it at some point this morning.
Well, we don't have to wait to get to it. It's really just failing. Because I didn't really think about the logistics. And my side hustle
we
was...
all told you that. When you had this idea, Allie came in here like she had a winning Mega Millions ticket. She was like, you have no idea. I did this little thing as a favor. Then it became a hobby. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to make me millions. She spelled it out for Omar Khan, the king of the side hustle, the inventor of the side hustle. The man has never had less than 5 jobs at any given time. And he has said before, he's good to go to for advice when it comes especially to business and things that could be successful. And he said out of the gate, this is a disaster in the making.
It's a cluster, big, huge cluster F because you were all over the place, and it was going to take too much of your time, and you were not even making a lot of money.
Omar, it wasn't
No
just
money.
about the money, okay?
Why do you think people get side hustles?
It's because
It's about the money.
But
She's providing a service to friends.
Exactly, Jake. I'm providing a service to the people who need it. Look, we talked to Delivery Dave yesterday. He just wants to help people, right? Obviously,
no,
he
he
wants to
doesn't.
make
He
money
wants
too.
to make money.
But here's the thing: I was gonna be dyeing people's hair that didn't want to spend $200, $300, $400 to go to the salon, and all they need is a good, decent dye job. I'm not getting anything fancy. I'm not doing highlights or any of that crap. And if you can pay for the color and give me a little something, I will help you out.
Well,
and
remember
I'll
you were
save
bragging.
money.
You were bragging that you had access to commercial grade stuff that regular people couldn't get their
Yeah,
hands
like
on.
you don't have to go to a grocery store and buy out of the box.
And you were
I
saying,
can get decent
yeah,
stuff.
And you were saying to us, well, we said, so you're going to one of those like beauty supply stores, and you're like, I'm not going to reveal my source. But we all figured it out. We figured it out very quickly, and then we said, how much are you charging? And you said, not really anything, but these people all owe me favors. Which is
No,
which was such,
Give you an IOU slip.
Hey,
Yeah.
beers, dinners.
Yeah, it was such a
it's gonna
strange-
add up. Or like if I go out of town, they'll watch the cats. You know, that kind of thing.
Allie wanted to basically have a bunch of people who she's done their hair so that they'll owe her a favor. And Omar made the point, and I didn't remember his exact quote, is it's a total cluster F, but that is a beautiful way of saying it, that the amount of time and effort that was going to go into it would not be worth the favors you'd be getting. And I'm not sure about this, but I think when women dye their hair, they have to do it every like 2 months or something.
Yeah,
And so
well, it's
a
usually every 5 to 8 weeks.
It's like a vicious cycle that never ends. So,
Well-
you will always be behind on favors, and you were going to make no money, and,
it
was
takes
gonna,
a long time.
and it was going to take a long
It takes
ass
like
time.
a couple of hours, yeah.
And it's also not consistent because what she was offering was just kind of like a temporary, fix. Because, listen, the ladies that get their hair dyed, they're going to eventually go back to the $200, $300 hair salon.
Or you can go to me in between some of your hair salon visits. Maybe you get half hair salon, half alley. You can split it up.
Half
but
alley.
here's the thing.
terrible.
I now have a list of clients that I have no time for. And I
What?
have been trying to book them, but I'm so busy that I don't really have time for them to come over during the week. And then we have stuff going on during the weekends. I was supposed to see someone this weekend, but we're going to Big Bear. So she's decided to go to a salon.
Are they getting mad at you?
Of course they are.
Well, they're
So
not.
now instead of them owing you favors, they're just pissed at you.
Yeah, it's so funny how this is backfired.
Well, I feel bad for one of them because she's like, I'm getting her roots are growing out. It looks bad. And it's been like 3 or 4 weeks now that I've been trying to fit her into my schedule and I can't. So now I feel like, is getting kind of frustrated and now she's made an appointment at a salon. That's just one person. The rest of them, I am going to try and fit in the next few weeks.
You know, the beauty-
But the thing is, I don't have a lot of availability.
Here's the beautiful thing about this side hustle, this terrible side hustle plan, is that Allie's going to end up owing all of these people favors now because she's going to have screwed them on
Like,
this.
you know what? Go to the salon. I'll pay for it.
Allie's going to go,
I'm sorry I
I'll
couldn't
watch
make
your
it happen.
cats. I'm sorry I could not dye your hair.
So if you're going to create a side hustle, just kind of think it through because I didn't realize that it was going to take up so much of my time and that my schedule was going to get busier and busier and that I really can't handle a big client load.
Allie, if only you had told us about it and we would have all...
Really, two people is kind of my max client load.
We talked you out of it off the air. We talked you out of it again on the air. You still did not listen. You said, I'll show you all wrong. You love to be right more than anyone I know.
Yeah.
And yet you're wrong so often.
I am.
That it's... Thank you. See that, Jake? It's nice when she admits it. Jake
Yeah,
would
well,
never...
she is. I'm never wrong.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Well, I think I may hang up the towel.
You're
on this.
retiring. I wonder if Allie will get a statue like Kobe did for all of her...
A misspelled
typos.
statue.
for all of her typos.
I will do this one girl's hair and call it a day.
Coming up on the show today, the return of Bamboozled. Rent is at an all-time high in much of Southern California. I want to figure out, you tell us a little bit about where you live. We're going to try to guess your rent, see if we have any concept of what it costs to rent, because you could be, this is the thing about LA, it's crazy. You could be on one street in Long Beach, and you could be paying $4,000 a month for rent. And there could be a guy 6 doors down from you that's paying either a third of that or quadruple that.
Right.
And it makes no sense, so we're going to try to figure out today your living situation, guess your rent. That's coming up a little bit later this morning. We will get into Jake. Is today's big photo shoot day for Jake and his car wrap. So
Boo.
he's getting ready to go with that one. We got lots to give you, as we mentioned. Kings tickets, Weezer tickets, Snow, Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day tickets as well, and Green Day in Dublin, Ireland. It's all coming up. But first, $100.
Hey.
Yes?
Hey,
It's Michelle Branch on Mix 95.1.
and we've got that.
Dude, why are you burying the lead, man? I swear to God, dude, you do not want to do this so much. You always strong-arm Johnny not to give me the tapes, and you don't tease it.
I know,
What's
you're
wrong,
trying to
Klein?
silence him.
I didn't know you had it ready to go.
It's on the schedule, man.
I know, but I thought we weren't going to have time for the Klein tapes.
Oh, we always have time for the Klein tapes.
Who?
You want to hear your Jack Johnson chunk here?
No, I don't. We don't have time.
For the early people?
Wait, I want to hear it later because
way
we really
behind.
don't have time, and I want to
All right,
spend lots of
okay.
time on it.
Oma went
right.
through more tapes of my earlier radio
Klein lists
career.
his favorite Jacks.
All right. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Jack in a moment. There you go. See, I still got it. Give you $100 of Allie's money next. If you want to play Allie Knows the News, call now. 800-520-1067.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
Every morning right around this time, $100 of easy money up for grabs. All you got to do is score better than Allie. 5 questions about stuff going on in the world. And a brand new theme song for you, Allie.
Allie's getting hot. We want to see those nudes. Let's find out if she knows the news. Sweet gazongas, chachi, wasabi.
Oh, well, thank you for that song. As always, the Go line is there for you 24/7, 365. That
Hey.
number is 844-956-GOAT.
I am looking for another side hustle, so if you want the nudes, I'll
Yep.
sell them to you.
All right. She will do anything for $1. Let's say hi to Chris in Torrance and give him a shot at your money this morning. Hello, Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? Wow, what a great jingle. That's hilarious.
It is very good, very catchy. I appreciate so much talent. Who knew that our listeners are so talented? It's a chance for you to get $100 richer right now at the expense of that woman right there as she leaves the studio.
Okay.
You got 5 questions here about the world. If you answer them better than Allie, she will pay the people as she does every morning right around this time here at KROQ. She's now out, which means your round of Allie Knows the News can start right now.
Allie Knows the News.
Sad news to kick things off. The eggs of these popular and heavily watched birds are now, quote, unlikely to hatch.
Eagle.
Question number 2. A large landslide cracked a pool and damaged a home in this SoCal city.
Oh, Sherman Oaks.
Question 3. This rocker just got his very own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, who knows that one? Let's say Axl Rose.
Question 4. Starbucks chose this unconventional flavor for its new St. Patty's Day frap.
I want to say peppermint.
And finally,
Peppermint.
this famous director is being sued for more allegations of sexual assault of a minor.
Oh, Roman Polanski.
All right, let's bring Allie back in. You've been paying attention to the world, it seems like. Let's see how she does compared to you. $100 up for grabs. Ties go to the house. And that is not a mean nickname for Allie. That is the rules. And now she is back in the KROQ studios. Allie battling Chris, although Roger and Ellie and Hubler, a lot of people are on...
Hubler?
Hold on, I just want to see if I got this guy's name right. There's a lot of people on hold that wanted to play you. Hey, Hubler, is that your name?
Yeah, Ruby, yes. Ruby, yes.
Say it again.
Ruby?
Harube.
Yeah, so it's not whatever Klein said.
It's close enough to what I said.
Herbler.
Maybe tomorrow you'll have a chance. That's what I'm saying. Not only do you not get to play or win, but I will also butcher your name while you're on the phone. All right, Allie, here we go. Question 1. Sad news to start. The eggs of these popular and heavily watched birds are unfortunately, quote, unlikely to hatch.
Yeah, that would be the Eagles.
You want to say their names? Give them some respect?
Jackie and Shadow.
That's right, Jackie and Shadow. You know,
Miracles happen. Miracles happen.
They
miracles
said
do happen.
That's what they said.
That's right. He got that as well. By the way, it's tied up 1-1. And a little bit later this morning, Vanessa, because she's great at breaking bad news, especially about animal death, will be sharing some information about the eggs that the world has been captivated by. Not
Yeah.
me, but the rest of you all.
I think it's important to tributize them.
And they're not dead
and their
yet.
efforts.
They're just unlikely
Dude,
to hatch.
I'm watching it right now. They're still sitting in the nest, man.
All right.
They have
Omar's-
not given up hope.
They
Almost
said
holding
that,
that
that
hope.
Jackie and Shadow will tell us when to give up.
Question number 2. A large landslide cracked a pool and damaged a home in this SoCal city.
Oh, God. Was that Sherman Oaks?
That's what he said as well, and that is correct. Sherman Oaks. Landslides all over the valley. We go to question number 3. It's tied up 2-2. This rocker just got his very own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Eesh. Lenny Kravitz?
Was that a guess?
I thought he got one.
He said
recently, but I'm
Axl
not sure.
Rose, but the answer is, as of yesterday, Lenny
Oh, good.
Kravitz now has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Allie goes up 3-2 with 2 questions left.
I think he'd
Starbucks.
actually be called Rocker. This
I'm a
rocker.
rocker.
Yeah, I think he does.
I think he's a rock star. I mean, I don't know if he wants to be called a rocker.
Well, I'm just reading the questions as they're written.
That's Evan
Okay.
Kevin.
You're right,
Great
Jake.
questions.
That's Kevin Michaels wrote these.
That's what it sounds like.
Starbucks chose this unconventional flavor for its new St. Patty's Day frap.
Lemon.
That would be unconventional. He said peppermint, which at least is a little bit more on the nose. They went color over flavor, and they went with a matcha cream green.
Dude, they
for
already
St.
have tons of matcha.
Well, they're trying to rebrand it for St. Patty's Day because it's green. I don't know. He didn't get it either.
Dumb.
Final question. Allie's still up 1. This famous director is being sued for more allegations of sexual assault of a minor.
Another director. Gosh, I don't know. Is Weinstein a director?
Nope.
Quentin Tarantino?
How dare you?
Oh, Woody Allen.
It's too late. You've guessed every director now. You're out. You're done.
Yeah.
He said one guess, Roman Polanski, and he got it.
Oh, yikes. That's not good.
So now, at the end of all of this, it's completely tied, and unfortunately, even though you kind of win, you still really don't win. So what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ, Chris? But you put in a good effort.
Hey, my name's Chris from Torrance, and Allie knows the news.
And just so we can practice for tomorrow,
Go ahead, Harambe.
Harambe, you're on hold right now. What would you have said in this exact moment had you lost?
Ali don't know the news.
That's right. I like that guy.
Thanks, Herbert.
Nice preview.
Nicely done,
His number,
Hubie.
I want him to play tomorrow.
Yeah, get that guy locked in for tomorrow. This is KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. First pair of lift tickets for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day happening this Friday, coming up in about 5 minutes or less. So be ready to call, claim those lift tickets, ski, snowboard, or just drink up in the mountain with us. The choice is yours. And maybe Allie even claims that she will go personally sit on top of those eggs until they hatch, because she's very disappointed. Her and Omar have spent hours upon hours staring at that live stream, waiting for those
I know, what a
bald
waste of time.
eagle eggs to hatch up in the mountains. And
I mean,
unfortunately,
I don't feel like it was a waste of time. I enjoyed the journey. I'm pretty let down. I am bummed, but it was the first time that I actually got into something like this, so it was nice for me.
So if they were to lay more eggs next year, you would do this all over again?
Probably not.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think anyone.
That's the thing, is I think we all thought that it was a sure thing that they were going to hatch. And I have a horrible memory, but I swear this happened a couple of years ago, and I don't know if it was the same eagles, but it was like Eagle Cam Watch. And
No, you're
they
thinking of
didn't
that
hatch.
baby giraffe watch. You're thinking of baby giraffe
No,
watch.
I think there were eggs in Big Bear that didn't hatch. This has happened before.
I know that they're banning cameras inside of Airbnbs, understandably, so people feel like they have privacy. I feel like we
Put
should
them all in the nests.
we should know the exact thing. We should do the same thing for the animals. I feel terrible for all these pregnant animals that are running around, cameras on them 24/7.
But it's a cool insight, and the camera is so clear, it blows your mind, man.
Yeah,
to
but
just get a glimpse of
thinking-
inside of how the animal kingdom is.
That's true. And the fact that, there's a lot of disappointment in the animal kingdom, and, it's never a sure thing. But then I think back to when I was pregnant, and I wouldn't want a camera on me ever.
No,
I
no.
looked horrible during that entire process.
Ellie
And I
refused.
feel bad for these animals that
That's
have
the
to be,
point.
like, fat shamed.
Yeah, we have audio. I mean, every time we tried to take a picture of Allie, was just pregnant. It was just lenses would just shatter, and Allie would say all the time, "Please, not now, guys. Let me get. Wait till my glowing phase starts. I'm going to glow soon."
I had no pregnancy glow. That thing was sucking the life out of me from the beginning.
Yeah, she's like, eventually they say I'm going to glow. Just wait for the glow. And then even now we'll look at some pictures and you'll be all angry that we even have them still, because you're like, oh my God, you have that one? That's when I was pregnant. I'm like, Allie, that was last week. You're like, oh, it was?
Got it.
I didn't know.
But also, it was when I was pregnant, and it was just zoomed down on my face, so you couldn't see my pregnant body. I just looked like I had a fat face.
Well, the whole thing about radio from the very beginning was it was a great place to just hang out and talk, and no one would ever see you, so you could just look like we do
I
every
know.
day.
Now we have 5 cameras in here.
Cameras
What
all
what
over
is
the place
happening?
now. And Jake the nerd, I didn't realize Jake was so vain. But today is the day that we are officially going to do the Jake photo shoot, because he lost the forced resolution. And
Yeah,
it
I've been
was
getting pumped.
confirmed. And so today is a day, and there will be a lot of nudity involved in his photo shoot. He explained earlier, because Allie brought us in a ham. I don't want to even defend that with any sort of statements. Just Allie showed up today with a ham.
We don't need to talk about it. I
And
brought a
Jake-
ham.
Allie does.
And
She
Jake,
lives in hams.
and Jake, it's just a typical Wednesday ham from Allie.
It'd be so great if it was there.
And Jake,
I did bring in a ham, and I got all the stuff to make ham and cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, and
Like every Wednesday.
And no one loves free food or food scraps more than Jake. And Jake's all angry because he goes, I can't eat today because I got my sexy photo shoot.
Yeah.
So even Jake is going like,
He's even worried about his
Look,
figure.
this is a punishment. I want it to be as least punishable as it can be.
Well said.
Thank you.
And you were kind of detailing in the last show overtime your workout routine. You do a lot to stay in shape and develop your voluptuous breasts
Yeah, so I'm going to do like a set of push-ups right before the photo shoot.
so that they're like glistening.
So they're pumped up. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're beefy.
yeah, we got a whole thing going on. This is going to be the official picture, one of the many pictures that will be upon Jake's car when we're done with the full car wrap. Thanks again to our buddy Sweet James for making this thing happen. But this is so great because Jake is so angry that we've gone with there have been hundreds, maybe thousands of suggestions for what we should wrap Jake's car in.
And thousands of pictures that are not Jake that have been pitched.
And there were some ones that were not very funny, but Jake loved them because it was like, put all his Magic the Gathering cards on his car. And Jake was like,
That'd be cool.
he's like, I've looked into doing that anyway.
Yeah,
on
there were a
my
lot
own.
of really bad pictures of me that were pitched to put all over the car.
Well, this is the one. This one we've settled on is a hybrid of listener ideas and our ideas, and everyone loves it except Jake, and it's going to be great.
Yeah,
and today is photo shoot day, and then we were told from turnaround from photo to getting the car wrapped only going to be a couple days. So
Really?
We don't have to stretch this thing out for very long.
Oh, that's great.
Hoping by early next week, this guy is driving around car.
It's not like wedding photographers where they're
No.
like, in 6 weeks you'll have your pictures.
If you're lucky, it's the most wild thing ever. I mean, Allie, give me your phone right now. I'll give you a picture back in 15 seconds. But God, you get anyone who's a professional.
I know. They're
would
like,
think
I
they'd
just
be-
need a few months to
You
get
think-
this together.
You think they'd be even quicker because they're professionals.
It's
They've
like
got all
Allie's side gig.
yeah,
Shut up.
the hair thing. So
Are you going to shave your chest or anything, Jake? Because, you are going to be shirtless. I don't know how much
man,
hair
that
is
makes
on
me look more manly. If I have a hairy chest.
Hey, Jake, 949's asking on the text line, because you enjoyed journaling so much, even though you've lost the forced resolution, are you still going to continue journaling anyway, or is it over?
I've thought about continuing. I didn't do it this last week. I took a break, but there's been some times that I thought a journal would be a good entry.
Yeah,
And then I didn't.
For the
then
record,
I didn't.
I think the rest of us, I mean, Omar, you're self-pleasuring like crazy. I'm drinking now almost daily again. Allie, you...
I have not done hot yoga since, but I still have 2 left. And I think I do want to get another pack.
Really?
I do think I
Wow,
enjoy
we
doing
knew
it.
someone would probably get made better from all this.
But 951 suggested that Jake use the ham in the photo shoot. And I think that's a great idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Just holding a honey baked ham.
All right, now we're on to
Ham
something.
in one arm and Kibby in the other.
Yeah.
Let's give you this one. This is a new Sum 41 song. It's called Landmines. And then we will, right now, caller 20. Let's go ahead. If you're going to be fun, you want to join us on Friday, you need an excuse, we will have you for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day up on top of Snow Summit. If you want in, call us now.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
Like to win. Today's a good day for you here at KROQ. Green Day, Dublin, Ireland. It is destination number 7, KROQ World Tour. That'll be coming up around 9 o'clock. Get you on that standby boarding list. A few days left, and we give away that trip Monday morning. Once again, it's Green Day, the greenest place on the planet, just in time for St. Paddy's Day. You will be going to Dublin to see Green Day. That is exciting, plus tickets to see them right here at their SoFi shows in September. Also, Weezer doing a small, intimate show as they brush off the cobwebs. Not that they've ever really taken a break from playing, since they've been releasing pretty much an album every few months. Forever. But to celebrate the Blue Album, they just announced a pretty massive tour, and this Friday they're kicking everything off with Dog Star at a tiny little intimate club, the Lodge Room in Highland Park. We'll get you into that later this morning as well. But right now, and we'll be doing this throughout the morning, lift tickets to hang with us on Friday. Someone asked, if I win the tickets, do I have to hang with you guys, or can I just ski and snowboard? Great question.
Oh, you don't have to hang out with us. You can go ski and snowboard.
We'll be competing with the mountain and the snow and the gravity, and I would understand
all
why.
cooler than us.
Yeah. So do whatever you want to do. But I say hi right now to caller 20, which puts us in Santa Ana. Hi, who's this?
What's up? This is Fred.
Fred, Friday, come up with an excuse, ditch whatever job you currently have, and hang out with us for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day fun, all right?
It's on and cracking, baby.
Hold on one second. I'll meet that guy on
That
Friday.
guy'll be fun.
Are you going to hang out with us, or are you going to just ski and snowboard the whole time?
I'm going to hang out, dude. I'm drinking my butt off.
All right. I like that guy. The AA Avengers will be there as well. Allie, I'm feeling generous.
Seems that they have met their match.
Isabel?
Yes.
Cancel your plans Friday, whatever they are, and join us up on high atop Snow Summit, all right?
All right, thanks.
You're in. Hold on.
Join us high atop.
High atop the mountain. But Allie's going to go up there and go egg hunting because she's really excited. So we got that to look for. Quick break. We're back in a moment. Look at what's going on in the world with your ADD news. Then we'll get into the actual show we have in store for you. And there's so many great suggestions on the text line about how to incorporate the ham with Jake today.
Know.
So that is a whole new side
Who
plot.
knew the ham was going to make such a big appearance?
Bigger star of the show than Jake now.
Yep.
Honey Baked Jake coming up a little bit later. Quick break. Back with next.
Klein Alley Show.
Let's get to your news now. I don't know if there's a bigger story out there than the one that Vanessa will be reporting on later today, Allie. Here's a tease.
We have some bad news for you. As of today, there has been no confirmed peeps in any of the eggs. This is later than Jackie's eggs have hatched in the past.
She's breaking down the announcement. She delivers bad news in a way that even though you're sad, you also laugh at the same time.
Yeah, because there's no confirmed peeps.
No peeps confirmed in the eggs. That is official. She will be reading the official statement.
So it's probably unlikely for them to hatch at this point. But as someone pointed out to me, miracles do happen.
Oh,
Beautifully said.
So beautiful. I
So
can't
anyway,
wait.
that full announcement coming later through the voice of Vanessa, who one time worked for NASA, which is why we call her Vanessa. But in the meantime, let's get to your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Ooh, misinformation. This will be fun.
All right, this whole situation with Boeing has been a mess for a long time. The door that blew off that Alaska flight is just one of many problems that this company has had over the past few years, and now it seems it could all go a lot deeper than any of us could have ever imagined, because a former Boeing whistleblower has just been found dead. And this happened in the middle of this guy's retaliation case because he started raising questions about safety concerns and issues with production. He started talking to the New York Times. That's when this big Boeing expose came out. And now all of a sudden, this guy's been found in a parking lot in a Holiday Inn with a bullet in his head and a gun in his right hand. And they're trying to make it look like a suicide, but a lot of people think that they are not convinced and that this is an obvious murder.
I don't know where these whistleblowers can hide. I thought you basically, if you whistleblow...
At a Holiday Inn parking lot,
terrible,
you would think.
Terrible place to
Is
hide.
that why you play that whistle sound effect?
Yeah, that's right, Omar.
Is that your whistle blowing?
Or that. You want to go with that one?
I like that one
Are
better.
there any other ones?
That's all I got. Hold on, I'm wrong.
I have one.
This is the whistleblower. There's a lot of... Oh, thank you, Omar. That's a good... Don't shoot me. I'm whistleblower, too. A lot of whistleblowers. Once you go against these major corporations that have billions of dollars and they know that you're going to start spilling their dirty laundry, airing their... you got to be witness protection program.
I know, exactly.
You got to hide.
But I think it's hard to get that. And Boeing, if this is really true, what a dumb way to go about it. Like, obviously, they're already getting so much publicity for being a horrible company and for cutting corners. Like, the spotlight is on them. And then for this guy to just show up dead now, it's like, come on, be a little more creative. Like, be smarter, Boeing.
And maybe if this guy really hated Boeing so much so, not only that he ratted him out, if he did take his own life, he was smart enough to know they're going to think Boeing did this anyway.
Totally.
So this is going to make them look even worse.
Yes,
It's kind
exactly.
of a great FU on the way out.
Yeah, it's bad for Boeing regardless. All right, after talking to the Eclipse guy, I think it's fair to say that we're all very excited about the biggest sky event of the year.
Yeah.
Jake is once again confirming he's taking a day off to go travel and follow the eclipse.
He's going to drive 21 hours all the way to Texas to see the eclipse on April 8th, I believe.
I
But
hope he drives his car. Your car, once
Oh
we
my
wrap,
God, he will.
Once we wrap it, is not going to go over great in Texas.
oh my God, you're right.
I'm getting a rental.
No, you're not. You're driving your you're driving your car, dude.
You're going to spend money on a rental?
No, he's driving his car. That's great because you're going to take your car, even though it's going to be embarrassing for you.
Rental.
No, your car. It's going to be great.
I actually think your car won't survive that drive.
I know, that's why I was rental.
Yeah, I think you have to take a rental. But anyway, here's one thing that could stand in the way of Jake and everyone else's joy. Because all these people that are traveling thousands of miles for the eclipse forgot about clouds. and there's going to be clouds. According to the Farmer's Almanac, where all cool things go to die, clouds are likely to eclipse the eclipse. So this once-in-a-decade event might just look like any other day, and no one will be able to share their blurry phone photos on Instagram.
Oh, imagine that. You travel.
You spend all this money.
You miss your job.
And then clouds.
And then you see nothing. That is so amazing.
But I think if you do one of those path of totality flights, you get above all that.
Yeah,
so
I did
you'll be able to see the eclipse if you do that.
There's a couple of private airlines, private planes are kind of going to go do that
I think it's JSX.
They got one. There's a few that are doing it.
And then Delta's doing a path of totality flight. So there's ways around it if you want to spend even more money. But if you're just going to be, a regular old Jake about it, then you might get your view blocked. I think in Texas it's supposed to be okay so far, but in a lot of other states it's supposed to be pretty bad. All right, the Scream franchise is, I think, the best horror movie franchise of all time. I will never not watch a Scream movie. And
Didn't it send you to therapy when you were a child?
Yeah, but now I love them. And
You think it's the best franchise?
I think it's the best horror movie franchise.
Boo.
Not even close.
What do you think is the best horror movie
Nightmare.
franchise? No.
That was pretty good, Jason, I think.
Nope. I think
Classic.
I think Scream's way better.
Saw's
and
even
has
better than
withstood the
Scream.
test of time. And yeah, there have been bad ones.
What do you
but
think? Scream had like one or two good at the beginning and then a bunch of duds. Followed up with
Agreed.
duds. I think you're thinking of Scary Movie.
another
With
great
Marlon Wayans.
franchise.
I think
Marlon Wayans.
That's the best franchise.
God, those were all good, weren't they?
all winners.
No, I think the first 3 were good, and then there was like a 4 that wasn't great, and then 5 and 6 were really good, and now 7 is coming out, and Neve Campbell is going to be in it. She was gone for Scream 6, but now she's back, and she's announced that she will return as Sidney Prescott in Scream 7. She had left because of salary disputes, but of course the Scream people wised up, and they realized that any price for Sidney Prescott is worth paying.
Klein
Alley Show. Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM.
KROQ.
That band right there, Weezer, doing a very intimate little show on Friday. We will get you in coming up at some point between now and 8 a.m. We got a petty claims court case to get to. A couple whose relationship hangs in the balance over a very petty little argument they're in. But, those petty things, if they're not resolved, they become massive cavities that erode away at the very foundation of your relationship. So hopefully we stop that right now, prove who's right and who's wrong, and every good relationship is based on keeping score.
Nope.
So we'll get to that later this hour as well.
It's about mutual understanding, compromise, and
Winning.
quality time.
Blah, 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 blah. We also have for you tickets to join us for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day, the first ever as we take it to Snow Summit on Friday after the show. We'd love you to join us there for a full day of skiing, snowboarding, and day drinking. That'll be coming up as well. And that's all we have scheduled for this hour, so we can...
No, we have some more Kevin Michaels and some classic F and Kevin moments from your early days in radio.
I love
to play.
classic F and Kevin.
Yeah, F and Kevin is the best. This one is particularly cringe because sometimes things don't really stand up. They hit you differently now in our woke culture. So this one...
Veto.
No.
These are tapes from early in my radio career, if you want to call it that.
So then you think about early in your radio career, and then the fact that radio is usually about 10 to 20 years behind the regular times.
That's right.
Here's a little tease of
So
what
what-
F and Kevin when he did some commercial production.
I have the biggest boobs.
All right. I know what this is from. I don't want you to play
Is this
this.
about Jake?
This is about Jake.
Shake it, shake
This is
it.
from yesterday. And it's Jake. That is an old commercial I did. And by the way, I was hired to do this commercial.
You were?
I think
You
so.
made money
Guy to
on
do
this?
it for sure.
Is this the oil wrestling thing?
This is the oil wrestling thing.
Yeah, that-
Dude,
That-
oil wrestling was so big back then.
That was a big thing. Everyone had oil wrestling.
What a cool
That's
prize.
right.
Schools would do it as fundraisers. Now it's all like, we can't
Put in
wrestle
there
in
to
oil.
sixth grader, get wet.
Yeah, so I don't know, but all right,
It's
well,
good stuff.
I'd like you to not play that.
I will play it
come
over and
on.
over again.
Look, we all understand that it was a different time, okay? And that oil wrestling isn't a thing anymore, but
Let's bring it back.
I recently,
think we should bring it
recently
back.
moved, and in my garage, in a box, was a bunch of old tapes. I should have thrown it out like my wife said. Instead, they ended up here, and now Omar's been having a field day going through them and playing audio that is incredibly embarrassing for me. But,
Yeah,
you know,
you guys want to hear it now, or are
No.
we playing a song? Okay.
no, we're going to play a
Quick,
song.
really quick.
Got it,
No,
got
we're
it.
going to play a song.
Okay.
stupid songs.
10-second clip.
I want to hear about the oil wrestling.
But we can't. The Killers have started. There's no
Oh,
stopping
damn it.
it.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Time for a break.
Son of a bitch, dude.
KROQ.
You did this on purpose.
Klein Alley Show. Hey, I'm on time. Vanessa, is it time for a break?
Damn
Yes or no?
You.
In a minute.
Whoa.
I only get 1 minute. That's it.
Now it's time for a break. It's time for a break.
Come on,
Hold
man. I have so much
The
Kevin
hot, hold on.
Michaels.
The hot oil is bubbling. Give me a second. Omar has been going through tapes and tapes and tapes from decades ago to prove that I was not always as smooth as I am these days on the radio.
yeah.
Now you must be listening.
There were
going,
dark days.
That guy is a pro.
818 said less music, more Kevin Michael tapes. Give the people what they want, Klein.
Totally.
F and Kevin podcast.
Hey Omar, I just want you to know this oil wrestling thing you found. I think this is pre F and Kevin. I think this is Kevin the Night Rider.
No. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I know when this was.
Oh my God.
Because this is when I
okay.
was on the radio in Syracuse, New York, and that was when I was Kevin the
nice.
Night Rider.
You know, this
Dude,
is
you were the Night Rider.
It's like your career has the earlier in your career, the more words you had in your name.
Yes.
There was Kevin the Night Rider,
Yeah.
then there was Kevin Michaels, F and Kevin, and now you're
Just
like
Klein.
Cher. It's just Klein.
Yeah, and by the end of this year, it's just going to be, just going to be a sound.
You know, speaking of words, from our boss Weatherly, and I think most of us out here on the air have all these tapes that we just are like, oh my God, what we were thinking. But one thing that K-Dub always used to say, when we have air checks meetings with me, is that brevity is key. Word economy, you got to go. But whenever you do say something, make sure you have something to say. And here's Klein, not really saying anything.
Mix 95.1.
That's his entire break. Just saying Mix 105.1.
Oh, that's it?
Well, they probably yelled at me and told me to stop talking. I mean, most of those jobs, they would say, I would go on and try to say something I thought was funny, and then they would say, next time just say the station, and that's it.
Wow.
Really? Well, here you go, saying the station not once, but twice in one break.
Mix 95.1, where variety is the difference. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today, Mix 95.1.
That's all I have. That's all I have. I think
repetitive.
I believe
That was your
that's
best break of the day.
That's when I think I was under a gag order at that point. I had been warned a few
Was
times.
this after your hoe break?
The hoe break, you guys are mixing stations, and it's very confusing.
I love
The
how
whole
you're
break
getting
is F and
upset.
Kevin.
This
Allie, get it
was
straight.
pre F and Kevin. Okay,
Yeah, this is Kevin Michaels stuff here.
Yeah, this is Kevin
Okay,
Michaels.
so-
It's just a potpourri of
Kevin
crap.
Michaels was your friendly midday guy.
Yeah.
F and Kevin was your middle of the night guy.
Oh, I see.
And Kevin Michaels is a huge fan of Jack Johnson, just like the Klein we know of today. And here he is introing some Jack Johnson. But the way he does it is just really just poetic.
All right.
Mix 95.1, the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. Jack's a name I really like a lot. There's a lot of famous Jacks out there. Jack and the Beanstalk, my personal favorite, Jack Daniels. This guy is strongly on my list. It's Jack Johnson and Flake on Mix 95.1.
Damn, dude. Really?
So
What
hold
the
on a
hell?
minute. Let's break this down. Your top jacks are and the Beanstalk. Okay, Jack
fine.
Daniels and Jack Johnson. Those are your top jacks.
I don't stand by that. I don't stand by that list, and I don't
I
stand
think
by
when we
that
interviewed
break.
Jack White, you told him he was a top jack.
All right, whatever. I'm still doing it. Still ranking them. It's an ever-evolving list, guys.
All right, so those are the only clips I have from the Mix 95.1. Now we
Thank
go
God.
to Mix 107.4, and I played a little of this clip
107,
yesterday.
Mix 107.3.
Oh, sorry, okay. And
You get all
very
precious
important.
about it.
for some reason, you would do the weather on there, but listen, you would put your own spin on it.
Oh, is this the
and
porridge?
This is the oatmeal
Not
break.
Okay.
porridge, oatmeal.
And I only played a little bit about it yesterday. It goes on for. There's so much to unpack here. Here we go.
We don't.
Good morning. Time to take out the oatmeal. It is going to be a cold one today. Highs only reaching the lower teens.
Okay,
all right,
so
enough.
that's bad joke number one.
Guys,
Okay.
please
Who
stop.
takes out oatmeal to keep warm,
Yeah.
dude?
What did
I shouldn't get a jacket. I should just go to this
Cover
Quaker
myself
Oats.
in oatmeal.
What did I do to deserve this today? Of all days, I didn't do anything wrong yesterday.
Put
Usually,
on your winter oatmeals.
Okay, but it doesn't stop there.
it
Check this
should.
out.
And another 8 inches of snow expected to fall before this storm moves on. My advice, take that cup of coffee you're drinking and just pour it in your lap.
Good advice.
Why would you say that?
Your only ways of keeping warm are to pour food and beverages on top of
That's all I got.
Also, that bed is so
very hot.
It is.
Well, so you got to go through the bad.
Jesus.
It does not stop there.
Right now it's 3 degrees at National, 7 degrees at Dulles, and 98.6 degrees in my mouth.
Okay. All right. That's enough of this. We got to wrap. Vanessa said, wrap it up.
Before or after the oatmeal?
No, dude, we didn't get to the oil wrestling break. Come on.
You're gonna have to save the oil wrestling.
Oh man! All right, let me just play
It's
this
worth
little
waiting
chunk here.
for.
I think I have the little bit of the weather report still.
With Washington's official winter weather station, Mix 107.3.
Oh, that was just the call letter.
Thank
Okay,
God.
that's fine.
Your
All right.
official winter station?
I don't know, Allie. Forget it.
How hot is it in your mouth, Klein?
98. Take a quick break.
I love you
man.
trying
I
to
wanna
be
play the oil wrestling.
edgy. You try to be edgy with the weather.
I tried to be edgy. It's not easy.
You get me
You're the
all
bad
oatmeal-y,
boy of
man.
radio.
Bad
Doing
boy
the
of weather. Bad boy of weather. We'll be right back, maybe, or maybe not. In the meantime, take that coffee you're drinking and just pour it in your lap. It's KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein.
Alley Show.
The world famous KROQ.
Klein Alley
We
Show.
got some petty claims court to get to now as a relation.
Wrestling in oil.
That's not what we're doing now. Petty claims court. That is not how we solve the petty arguments between couples, although we should. It's not a terrible idea.
Hey, I think it would actually bring a lot of couples closer together
Yeah, I agree.
after sliding around all over their living room.
Yeah, I don't know why oil wrestling had a moment in the early 2000s, and now I feel like it's taboo and unwoke to wrestle in oil.
I don't know. I wonder if people thought it was not PC because of the women or because of the massive overuse of oil.
Probably that's what it was. All the trans fat and olestra and all that other stuff. So anyway, we got for you a couple on the phone right now. They listen to the show. They're fighting about something. We don't know what. We'll figure it out together. This is Petty Claims Court. Here we go.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
If you are in your own little petty argument right now, you may want to hear what Jose and his wife Laura have to say, because perhaps you're dealing with a similar situation. And in a moment, you will turn into a jury of their peers. Text line will be open, 800-520-1067 for your votes. You will determine who's right and who's wrong, and that's really what it's all about in a relationship argument. Having random people you've never met judge you and decide if you're right or wrong.
Look, I know you joke, but sometimes having a third party that's neutral can kind of look at the situation and weigh in is better than two people who are completely biased.
Laura, you are the plaintiff, which means you have brought your husband to petty claims court, and what is the reason?
Hi, yes, it's because when he gets home from work, he has a tendency to just go to the restroom. And usually when he comes home, I'm just like, okay, I have time to, like, relieve myself from the kids and stuff like that. That way I could get, like, maybe 10 minutes, finish dinner, or, like, clean up real fast. But he's like, oh, I need to go to the restroom real fast. Let me go poo. And it's never really fast. It's usually, like, 40 minutes or so.
40 minutes?
40 minutes?
Yeah,
That's like Jake
I'll
level
hear
bathroom
him.
visit.
I mean, I will defend the
I'll hear
guy only by saying, and I'm not sure if he's doing the same thing, but it does feel sometimes, especially married, kids running around, that being in the bathroom, door locked, is your only sanctuary
I mean,
to be
bathroom
left alone.
/ shower is some of the only you time you get in those situations. I understand. But also, 40 minutes is excessive. Take 10, maybe 20.
Jose, you're welcome to Petty Claims Court. Your wife has accused you of getting home immediately, barricading yourself in the bathroom for almost an hour. Is that accurate?
Those are her words, yeah.
Right, but do you stand by what she is saying, or do you think that's an exaggeration of reality?
Yeah, nah, I take a while. I mean, I don't keep track of time, but I guess she does.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does.
So-
Women love that.
When you're in there, how much of it is actually going to the bathroom versus just sitting there on your phone?
You know, like a quarter of the time.
Yeah.
So
It's a very easy place to zone out, and you end up scrolling around, be it you a TikTok guy, you an Instagram guy. What's your thing?
A little bit of both, you know, and then, see, I drive for a living, so all day long, my wife, sometimes she sends me videos on TikTok and Instagram. And then I get home, and she's like, did you see the video I sent you? I'm like, no. So she sends me like 10, 12 sometimes. So when I'm in there, I got to catch up on that. So when I come out, I got something to talk to her about.
All right, now that's an interesting defense right there. I like what he's saying. She sends him videos all day, and then if he doesn't watch them, he's in trouble because he never watched them. But
so he's got to catch up on all the videos.
He drives all day, so he can't watch them while he's driving. So he goes to the bathroom, locks himself in, doesn't help out with the kids or the making of the dinner, but he catches up on all the videos she sent him throughout the day.
Look, I think this is a problem that happens in a lot of couples that have kids, right? One person is at work. The other person either is at home or has to go to work later. And when the switch happens, there's no wiggle room. Like, there's no time in between to decompress. Like, sometimes when I pull up to my driveway, I am being handed a child as I get out of the door.
Right.
And you don't have any time to decompress when you've been working all day, but the other person has been with the kid all day and needs a break too. So no matter what, you're kind of effed.
Yeah, Jose, I'm going to give you a little life hack, and then we'll let Laura tell us why else she hates you. But the reality is what you should do, and I know you want to get home and you get close to your house and you do technically want to be inside. You've been in your car all day or your truck or driving, whatever. But if you were to pull over a block away from your house, use that 10-minute window there to catch up on the videos. Then you could walk in the door. But I do know that feeling if you walk in the door and right away you're like, I can't right now. I need another break. And I get that. So, Laura, you say it's 40 minutes. It's every night. It's clockwork. He gets home, immediately goes to the bathroom.
I mean, it's not every night, but there's times when he is here and he'll be, like, with the kids for a little bit. But sometimes it's like when we're in the middle of something, like, hectic, and he's like, oh, I need to go to the restroom. I can't hold it. And he'll leave.
It's great.
It's like the kids are having a tantrum. He's like, oh,
here it
man,
comes
all
again.
of a sudden I have to poop.
He's
like
smart.
crazy.
This guy's my spirit animal. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, but it seems like, okay, if you're driving all day, maybe you don't have access to a comfortable bathroom, right? So when you get home, you feel like you want to spend some time to make up for that, I would assume.
Yeah, it's definitely a leisure driving on the road and being able to find the restroom or you're able to relax, you know. And then when I get home, I'm like, well, that's my office. Let me go take care of some business.
And the body is interesting in that way, where you can actually train your own body to work with you. And if his body knows when he gets home, he can probably hold it all in. I mean, there's
all day in the car.
You can hold it all in all day, all the Del Taco stops, the In-N-Out stops. This guy knows what I'm talking about. This guy
You
knows.
guys should call each other when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, this guy gets it. The body cooperates, and he knows when he gets home at 6:30, 7 o'clock, it's time to unload the wrath of hell.
Now, 714 suggested, and I don't know what you both think about this, that you are allowed to have your you time in the bathroom, but you cannot bring your phone into the bathroom.
There's a lot of people on the text line saying that. A lot of people saying they had a similar situation. I don't know why it always seems like the guy is in trouble. I think women are just usually trained to get in there and get out, although they do spend a lot of time getting ready in the bathroom. But I don't think...
Yeah, but I would never think to spend that long.
Allie, you eat cereal on the toilet.
No, not with milk.
You don't wash your hands after the restroom. Come on.
Shut up.
That's right. That's right. Allie's guilty in this petty claims court. She
I don't
loses.
wash my hands at home.
All right, 10 seconds.
You're using a square a minute.
Closing arguments. 10 seconds of closing arguments. Laura has accused her husband, Jose, of immediately getting home, barricading himself in the bathroom 40 minutes, or whenever there's an issue where he needs to be around as a parent, he decides, oops, I got to go to the bathroom. And that's when he goes in there for quite some time. Jose defends himself, says he drives all day, has to catch up on all the videos she sends, but also that he just sometimes needs to decompress.
Yeah, and as 831 said, those after-work dumps just hit different.
They do. Laura, 10 seconds, closing arguments. What do you want to say before the jury officially gets to vote?
Well, he gets to have 40 minutes to himself, but I have a toddler, and I don't even get that time with her because she follows me to the restroom, so I can't be in the restroom with her for 40 minutes.
Yeah. Jose, 10 seconds, closing arguments. What do you want to say?
Vice versa. I got to be in the restroom with her sometimes, too, and she's knocking crazy, and I got nothing to do. So it goes both ways, honey.
All right. They're fighting, clearly. This fight will come to an end in a moment. Text line open now for your votes, jury. Go ahead.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
Klein, Alley, Show.
It's Petty Claims Court is coming to an end, and the text line is super split. In a moment, Allie's been tabulating the first 100 votes to determine who's right, who's wrong, and who wins this case. If If you're just joining us, Laura took her husband to petty claims court today because when he gets home at the end of a long day of driving, he immediately goes into the bathroom for 40 minutes, she claims. In that time, he already admitted under oath in this court of law, fake law, that he spends 25% of that time using the bathroom and the other 75% of that time scrolling videos, mostly ones she sent him throughout the day. So some people said if she stopped sending him videos and stopped sending him links,
cut his poop time in half.
Cut his poop time. Other people, of course, suggesting he goes in there without the phone and he will be bored after he reads the shampoo bottle 3 or 4 times. He'll be bored enough to leave anyway. Laura and Jose, are you ready to hear the verdict of this case?
Let's do it.
All right, verdicts are final. As you know, once we officially read them, there can be no changing. You must abide by the laws of petty claims court. Go ahead, Allie.
All right, a lot of texts here. 208, Team Jose. Decompression time is important, especially with screaming kids at home. 626, as a blue-collar worker, I empathize with him. My man Jose is innocent. Meanwhile, 626, I'm on Laura's side 100%. My husband does the same thing. I'll ask if I can shower, and all of a sudden, he has to poop. 310, let the man poop. I mean, people are coming up with catchphrases, Klein. 626, don't be a sloth, pinch it off. But I think by a slim margin, Laura gets the victory on this.
What?
But 562 had a great suggestion. You know, that Laura deserves a break too, and if Jose is going to take 40 minutes in the bathroom, they have to switch, and she gets 40 minutes whether she's dumping out or not.
Yeah.
40 minutes nonstop, Jose.
There we go.
Jose,
There we go.
The reality is that you got to cut that time down to 20, but you can do it more often. And
Do it more often. That's
Look.
the same amount of time.
That is 3 times.
Yeah, that's right, Allie. That's we've come to a conclusion.
Instead of 140 minute, I get 420 minutes.
That's right. There you go.
Oh, gosh.
Right, Laura? Happy you came to petty claims court, aren't you?
No, not really.
Yeah, that's the effect this court has on many people. Well,
What is
thank
going
you.
on?
Wish you all the best. Good luck with that. I mean, this fight.
What did we solve?
Nothing. We've solved nothing yet again.
He just got more time in the bathroom.
He gets 4 20-minute sessions instead of 1 40-minute session, and everyone seems happy about it,
No one's happy about it.
especially Laura. Right, Laura?
Well, no, not really.
Yeah, okay. We've done our job.
But there is this.
Did I mention women in oil?
See you there.
Okay. That's
See you there.
that has nothing to do
With
with
anything.
this argument at all.
But everything to do with it at the same
so,
time.
as those women said, see you there. All right, apply that to your case. And the reality is, Jose, you're going to have to figure out a way to go in there, no phone. Or, as someone pointed out, take the Klein approach. She should make sure he only goes in there with a phone that has 2% or 1% on it. When the phone
so
is,
you have like a 20-minute limit.
yeah, when the phone is dead, he has to
Yeah.
leave. So there are solutions to the problem, but that's all we got. Got to take a break. Back in a moment. As soon as we return, we got some Weezer tickets for you on Friday. It's a very intimate show. We'll do that. And your ADD news. It's all next.
Klein, Alley Show. The world famous KROQ. KROQ.
We got lots going on this morning. More lift tickets coming up shortly. But right now, we're looking for you. If you're a real Weezer fan, want a Weezer experience unlike any other, be there as they recreate their first ever show. They begged and begged and begged to get any stage time. 30 years ago, they got put on stage just after Dog Star. Keanu Reeves was not nearly the big star he is today, but he was still a star by then, because that had to have been after Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes.
So as a result, the place was packed, and then as soon as Dog Star played, which is Keanu Reeves' band, everyone apparently left, and then Weezer took to the stage. They got paid $30 that night, and now you'll get a chance to go there for the redo 30 years after the fact. It's happening this Friday in Highland Park, and we'll get you in. Caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067. All right, let's get to your news, and then we got more to get to on the show. But first,
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. All hail the Onion Queen.
So spring break is here. People are making their way up to the Florida beaches, and here's how it's going so far. That's the
that sounds terrible.
Nonya's in a big fight on a local beach. Now, that's the sound of a full-on UFC-level all-female brawl in Fort Lauderdale.
Hot.
You know, they need oil.
It was, I almost saw a boobie. It was awesome.
Thank you, Omar. That's
Great sound clip
that's
from Omar.
2024 Omar right there.
Yeah.
It's not an old tape from
That's
Klein.
not 20 years ago. That just happened. So then there is this interview that a field reporter did with some of the people who are just kicking off their spring breaks. And if you're going to take anything away from today's show, let it be this.
So tell me, how do y'all start y'all's day?
Morning routine, bronzer and cocaine. Wake up, put on bronzer, cocaine, we're good for the day.
Bronzer, then cocaine.
And now I'm a senior in college, and here I am. Yeah, my two go-tos, bronzer and cocaine.
And this is the first day of spring break.
First day of spring break.
Oh, boy.
That sounds like Klein in spring break.
Yeah. That is the recipe.
Bronzer and cocaine.
Bronzer and cocaine. It's nice to know the recipe stays the same after all these years.
Yeah, that doesn't change.
God damn. So somewhere that girl has a father who's watching that and going, I'm paying for her college, and she
And then
is-
later on, she's going to have to watch that.
Oh, man.
Isn't that the best?
That's the one
Like
thing.
10 years from now, that'll
Yeah.
still be there.
I'm glad I avoided all news cameras at some point when I would have yelled out equally the same dumb thing.
Yeah, but think about when you're drunk and in spring break mode and there is a TV crew and a camera. That sounds like so much fun. Like if I was wasted, I'd be like, "Let me do an interview. Get over here. I'm
It's
ready."
so funny that that Klein said he's like, yeah, I didn't seek out any news crews, but he decided to say things like this on the radio.
Why go downtown to see chicks in winter coats and hats?
That was a paid commercial, and I think that was a script I was
Don't
reading.
see chicks in winter coats and hats.
That's right, because bitches be cold.
I want to.
You know that.
I want to know who wrote that copy.
It was probably me.
All right, it's back. The lottery fever, the Mega Millions jackpot. It is up to $792 million. And then Powerball is up to $559 million, which is, it's getting up there. And you're going to start seeing those lines at liquor stores and things like that. But more importantly, you're going to see the news crews making these jokes again.
So if I win big, you may not see me tomorrow. Kurt?
All right, see you tomorrow, Riley.
Or this one.
Of course, I got that ticket for us, so if we win, we're not going to have to work anymore. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's Vanessa's line right there.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
You probably do know her.
Do you feel like we've gotten a bigger tolerance, though, for jackpots? Like, I just think because they're so massive now on a regular basis, it doesn't mean much to me.
I think
like
because
it
of
used
inflation, Allie, $500 million doesn't mean anything.
Well, especially
anymore.
when they do the payout, they're like, "Oh, this $792 million. The lump sum would be $380 something million," and I'm like, "That's not enough to live on."
Right. When you break it down, you can get a 2-bedroom in Long Beach, but only
Right.
for 6 months.
Right.
And then you've blown through the money.
Well, and that guy that won the $2 billion jackpot who lives right here in L.A., I don't think I'm sure his life is
He
pretty
seems
great
very
right now.
happy.
But
Every picture of him, he seems happy.
he does seem happy. But I think that in 5 years, we'll see things going south for that guy.
I don't care.
Because I don't think $2 billion goes as far as you think it
Listen,
does.
you're wrong, A. And B, I would love a good 5 years of lottery. I would trust me, I'd be the perfect lottery winner because I would blow through it all very quickly, and it would be very...
On bronzer and cocaine!
On bronzer and cocaine. That's what I would tell the media when I got my big check.
All right, there are a number of things that we have been accused of mushing, and I did not know that we were this powerful. In-N-Out Burger, a wildly successful franchise that is beloved by all, got tons of press over the weekend because celebrities were shoving double-doubles in their faces after the Oscars, and Vanessa and Jake just went to the Hollywood location on Sunday night to see if they could interview any celebrities after their Oscar wins. And now, cut to today, that location is closed.
What? No.
Are you serious?
It's temporary, but
yeah, I saw that sign.
everybody was like, "What is going on?" Because it's like tented over and fenced off now.
Because Jake was there.
Because Jake showed up. It's that location on Sunset Boulevard, and a message saying that this location is temporarily closed, but further details can be found on a sign outside the restaurant. They're claiming that it's termites.
Jake,
it's
did you?
an annual termite thing.
Jake, did you bring termites into that In-N-Out? I mean, I'm not kidding. You were there on Sunday night after the Oscars at that location. I'm convinced you gave my dog fleas.
And we also learned that they tried to kick Jake out as soon as he got there. He didn't even get inside the In-N-Out, and the security guard was trying to make him leave. Vanessa saved him.
Because of the termites jumping off me like Pigpen.
And now they had to shut that place down. That's a big disaster. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Wow.
That's like one of the most popular locations, too, and it's all fenced off and tented.
That's powerful, Jake. You got a power. And you wonder why I don't want to drive up the mountain with you on Friday.
That's why I should join the AA Avengers.
I don't know. No, you're not in. Don't
Francis
worry.
Connor guy. Let's go.
Hey, let's say hi to Roberto on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
How would you
Morning,
like
hey.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see Weezer in a very small venue this Friday?
Yes, absolutely yes. Anything I could do, yes.
You're 100% in. Hold on one second, and we'll get you those tickets, and just enjoy yourself and have a good time and tell us all about it next weekend. All right. You're welcome.
KROQ.
You're very welcome. Hold on, Roberto. We got more chances to win those tickets coming up later this week.
Klein. Alley.
Show. KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ. Good morning. Klein Alley Show just after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. And here's a theme song in case you need one to remind you what day of the week it is from our very own pantyhose, Greg.
Good morning, stoners. Yes, it is Hump Day Wednesday, and that means we're gonna blaze all day. We're gonna blaze all night. We're gonna blaze, 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 blaze it away. All my dreams are up in smoke.
Oh.
Just hand me that joint so I can take another toke. I love weed, yeah, every day. Weed, 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 and I'm totally gay.
Oh, that took a twist. That's pantyhose Greg for you.
I can't believe that guy's unemployed.
Oh, he didn't get that job?
No, he said that he went to the interview and then the boss canceled on him.
Yeah, he showed up
Which
for
I
the
think-
job interview, and the guy wasn't even there. He ghosted him.
I think that the job interview never existed.
So that's sad.
But that
he's-
song does, and that's all that matters.
Maybe the crystal method can turn that into something, huh?
Oh my God.
It could be the weed anthem for Wednesday.
Weed rhymes with weed.
It does. And then that twist at the end, no one saw that coming. It's the song's all about weed,
And then all
Allie.
of a sudden I'm-
Weed, 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 and I'm totally gay.
Oh, unexpected twist. Well, anyway, we got a good hour planned for you. Lift tickets to join us Friday for Ditch Day, Klein Alley Snow. Get your excuses ready. Tomorrow, I think we'll have that random excuse generator up and going. So if you do not have your excuse yet, but you want to join us, we'll give it to you. Also this hour.
Did you get some saliva in your mouth there? or-
Well, no, I'm just reading the text
You were
line.
like-
the text line is...
Anytime that Klein is talking, it just sounds like his mouth is so dry. It's
See?
the driest mouth ever.
Not there. Not there. That time was very wet. The text line is just overrun with messages for Omar, demanding Omar plays more of the Klein tapes. And
Hell yeah.
And I don't want it.
Come
But,
on, dude.
909, we need more tapes. The lost tapes. Hilarious. Someone said Klein should lose those tapes again. I hope I win this lottery so I can buy all the Klein tapes. Own them from Omar. I'll give him millions.
They're so good.
The answer is...
We'll get to them eventually.
At some point, you'll get more of them.
Yep.
Hopefully, it's when I'm not here, but you got them.
No,
This hour?
it's so much more fun playing them to your face.
I do not like hearing them.
What's funny is you defending them or explaining them to us and where your head was at when you recorded them.
818 asking, what is the weather like today? Can Klein tell me what type of food I should pour on me to prepare for today? Today feels maybe like
maybe a mild soup.
a gazpacho, perhaps? I don't know.
Okay.
That was my old shtick I used to do. I don't do that anymore, apparently. I used to have a gimmick. This hour on the show, we want to find out what you pay for rent. Everyone's got a story. They got a good deal on rent. They're proud of it. They pay way too much for rent. It sucks. Want to just give us the details. Like, I live next to a train track. I have a random person that lives down the hall, and the location is in the heart of Hollywood, and we will guess what we think the rent is, and then you tell us what you actually pay for rent. That'll be coming up this hour. Could score you some tickets to Ditch Day with us. Also, we have for you in less than 1 hour standby boarding list tickets for you to see Green Day in Dublin.
The world famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
48 hours before Postmaster Johnny sees snow for the very first time, and he is freaking out. He's got taken a whole different path up the mountain, wrapping himself in bubble wrap. He said, Allie, he will not be skiing or snowboarding this time. He just wants to meet the snow, is what he said.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's a bummer, dude. It's so much fun. Even the bunny slope, just doing the bunny slope is still a lot of fun.
He said, quote, I just want to meet the snow this time, and then maybe next time we'll do the other stuff, which
It's
I
not
think
how
is...
snow works, man. You
You don't-
got to jump in.
I thought he was doing all the snow activities. We had a list going of 20 things you got to do in the snow. We're going to have Johnny do it with, I think, some listeners trying to bring up a baby that's also never seen snow. We're going to have Johnny and a baby do all the same thing.
All right, well, I'm just waiting for the health insurance to kick in because my agent told me not to do anything before.
Your agent? What kind of agent?
Don't worry about it.
It's
NDA.
your mom, isn't it?
Is it your mom?
No, she's out of the picture.
Your mom is out of the picture.
What does that mean?
She's dead?
Fame is taking a toll on us, so I can't have her intervene with anything.
Fame is what are you saying?
What the hell are you talking about?
Do you have an
It's
agent?
just word vomit now. Go to your play another F and Kevin tape or something.
No. Do you have an
Well,
agent?
hold on. He has a good point.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I have
you got
something
me
to
at a
play
wrong
here.
time right now.
Is your mom your agent?
No.
You have an agent all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Who's your agent?
Like
Don't worry about it.
Why don't you? Why?
Hold on.
Is just someone who's DMing you?
No.
Is it a friend?
Why you sound all bummed out about it?
Are you talking about an insurance agent or like an agent like in the entertainment industry?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got an agent? It's the first I'm
There's
hearing
no
about
way.
this.
There's no way.
Why? I could hear people laughing down the hallway.
Yeah, it's an absurd thing.
I know, it's very absurd.
What you're saying is crazy.
Yeah. They're like, hey, don't do anything in the snow because if you get hurt, you're kind of SOL. And I was just like, well.
Johnny, what is this a real? Are you getting bamboozled, or is this a real thing? Is this a casting couch situation where you got to service some guy with your mouth?
It's the casting couch.
Oh, great.
You're not giving us straight answers on the air. I don't like you doing. I don't like you doing bits. Leave the bits to this room.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You're getting.
Just
you're getting,
be yourself,
you're-
Johnny.
You're getting played, dude. If that's real, what's this person's name? They have a first name?
Yeah, it starts with an M.
Is it mom?
No, it's not.
We knew it. It's mom.
Klein, Alley, Show.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Got some tickets for a little Ditch Day action happening on Friday. If it goes well, this will be the first of many Klein Alley Snow Ditch Days as we take the show up the Snow Summit for some fun snowboarding, skiing, drinking. The AA Avengers will be assembling. Plus, we'll bring a ton of tickets to give away to you just for stopping by. And we will, I think, do some drinking games with the AA Avengers. So if you ever wanted to battle Four Loko Freddy in a game of quarters, you'll have the opportunity. The Bud Light Bros taking a day off of work. Those guys are taking, I think they're doctors, Allie. They're going to take a day off from
I
that
see.
job. Come up there and drink up in the mountain.
The Bud Light Bros, I think we could do a shotgun beer contest. Who can shotgun a beer faster than the Bud Light Bros? That would be a big
I don't think anyone can.
bragging point.
They are as
I
good
will.
as it gets. No, you won't, Jake. You're not in the AA Avengers.
I'm going to win.
Jake will be auditioning. Here's some sad news. Someone that will not be joining us up on top of the mountain.
Hey, Klein and Alley, it's Blind Charlie here. I heard on the show yesterday that you were wondering if I was going to go to the Ditch Day on Friday. Unfortunately, I don't think that's a good idea. Number one, I don't want to take up a ticket because, first of all, I can't snowboard or ski or drink or smoke.
So he's unfortunately pretty useless.
And you guys did the don't be a dick thing, and one of the things in the don't be a dick was be the guy that went along and couldn't do anything. So I think I'd fall into that category. Also, I wouldn't have a ride up there. My access ride doesn't go all the way up to Snow Summit, unfortunately.
Because Blind Charlie, I think it's free rides around town because he's blind and all, but there's a cap. You can't just take that up to top of
He
Big
can't
Bear.
just put in a destination.
So I think I'm just going to miss this one, but I'm looking forward to the next one that you guys do, more local and a live show where I can sit and applaud and then cheer you guys on, and I'll catch you guys next time.
All right.
That's
so
a bummer.
Blind Charlie will
Thank-
not be there, but he won't know he's not there, but he won't be there. All right, let's get to it, Allie. This is a sad state of affairs if you pay rent in Southern California. Because we just got new numbers, and they're not good as far as rent.
Well, they determined that the worst city in the entire country for renters is right here in Southern California, and it's in Riverside County. So
As
it's,
far as amount the mathematical formula they figured out is average salary versus what it costs to rent there.
Yes.
Now,
And-
there are places where rent will cost more per month.
but their
then we-
salary is usually higher.
But then we're thinking, like, we speak to a lot of people in different areas, and it's interesting because every once in a while you talk about, you bitch about rent, and some guy's like, dude, I am in the greatest situation. I've been in it for a while. Like, other than the fact Jake's place was technically next to or on the freeway and it was covered in a layer of filth, he did have like a nice locked-in monthly rate, which
Yeah,
he
it was
lost. Well, because he moved in with his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
and you lived there for how long, Jake?
Oh, God, like 7, 8 years.
Yeah,
so-
now it's gone, isn't it?
And now I'm sad.
Yeah, good.
But
Let's
I had
get
a
to
friend
that.
who lived in a rent-controlled place, and it was like it kind of crippled him because he couldn't leave.
Can't leave.
He could not leave the place. They always had people kind of, it was like a revolving door of roommates. And I think at one point he was like, I think my landlord's dead. Like, I don't even know if he's still around.
Let's just get a sense. Let's start with Stephanie. And all we want to know is some details, and then we're going to try to figure out if we can guess your rent. Stephanie, give us the details of where you live.
Hi, good morning, Sweet Dibbs.
Good morning, Sweet Dibbs.
Okay, so I live in Granada Hills, and I have a 950 square foot apartment, in-house washer dryer, hardwood floors, and a private garage with a little storage unit in it.
Whoa.
And that's a house or that's an apartment?
No, it's a one-bedroom apartment.
A one-bedroom apartment.
Your own garage? I
But
feel
she
like
has her own garage storage. You could put bodies in there, drugs in there.
you can rent it out.
You could rent out
All of it,
that.
all
Let's
of
make
it
that
in
a
there.
separate
Yeah.
studio. And that's one bedroom. And that's Granada Hills. I'm going to say $26,000 a month.
See, I was going to say 2,600.
2,600,
Yeah,
Allie.
it's really
thinks.
close.
Yeah.
But she's got the way she's speaking about it. I feel like she knows she's got a
She's
good
braggadocious.
situation.
And how long
Yeah.
you been in there?
With that, I've been there for 3 years.
Did you take it off a friend, or were you just a random person that drove by and saw a sign and called a number, or was it like, hey, I'm gonna
Random person.
Okay.
And do you have roommates, or it's just you?
Just me.
All right. Yeah, I think the real number, 26. Allie said 26. 3. God, I feel. I'll say 1,800.
No way.
I think this is just turning into a new apartment for Jake.
Let's just,
No.
Try and find Jake
let's
a
just all
place.
make Jake feel
I've
sad.
been looking. I'm good at this game.
He's
what,
like, oh, wow.
what do you pay a month for your place?
Okay, so when I moved in, it was $1,850,
Oh,
but
so close.
I now pay only $2,000.
Wow.
Oh, price went up though, but you feel good.
That's still great.
You feel good about that. Where the rest of the world, the rest of the country, I think would still think this is insane for 950 square feet.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, that's
Man, you're good at this, Klein. You said 1,800.
I feel like I kind of get a sense in her voice, though. I think she knew she had a good thing going.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, give us your situation as we try to figure out what's your rent. And if you have a situation that's either crazy, good, or crazy bad, we'd love to hear from you. And we will reward some of you with some lift tickets to join us on Friday. What's up?
Perfect. I have a 600 square foot, 2-bedroom apartment, no air conditioning, no washer and dryer, shared garage, behind a pet cemetery in Huntington Beach.
All right.
Wow.
You're checking a lot of boxes.
There's so much to go
Hold
through
on.
there.
It's behind. Can you see the pet cemetery?
You can see it and smell it.
Oh, my God.
What do you mean smell it?
And, and there's no air conditioning either. So that really wafts.
Yeah.
That's that's
And
warm.
Huntington, it gets hot there.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that the pet cemetery drives the price up or down, Klein?
It depends. For a guy like Jake, I feel like he's like, oh, look at all.
man.
Look,
Let me say, the cemetery is the best.
I could visit Kibby every day.
Yeah, Jake and I drove by a cemetery that had an apartment building, and he convinced me why that was a great place to live because he said that you don't
It's
have to,
quiet.
It's quiet, and it's. But I mean, it's other than the hauntings and all that other stuff. All right, let's go ahead. It's Huntington Beach, though. Prices are not cheap there.
No, and I mean, 2 bedrooms, 600 square feet, that's pretty small.
Yeah, that is small.
It's got to be over 2,000, though.
You have roommates?
I do, but they're 13 years old and 10 years old. They're my sons.
Oh, okay.
So they don't pay rent.
No.
How did you explain the pet
And they don't like
cemetery
the
thing with
cemetery.
them? Is this like a post-divorce apartment situation?
It is a post-divorce, also post-rehab. So
Oh, okay.
Good for you.
Good for you.
All right, Allie, let's guess. Let's guess.
All right, I think it's going to be 2,200.
God, the pet cemetery. I feel like that's a tough. I feel like right when someone's about to move in, they're like, "What's that over there? A field?" And they're like, "No, it's a pet cemetery." That's got to cut $500 a month off the price.
Yeah,
I
but
would
they're
think.
probably like, and a cozy dog park.
Oh yeah, it's an afterlife dog park.
Yeah.
It's interesting how they spin it. The realtors are
It's
great
a
at that.
ghost dog park.
All right, I'm going to say, let's be realistic. He's paying post-divorce $33,250.
Whoa.
You got it with the numbers.
You got it with the numbers?
But the numbers are out of order. What is the order?
2,350.
Oh, man, he went like Price is Right on us.
That's insane.
That's still so much for no washer dryer.
Almost $2,500. No AC, no washer dryer, unlimited view of dead animals. That's crazy. All right,
Location. That's what they say.
let's move on. I kind of want to hit someone that's got a big operation because that's the smallest yet at 600 square feet. Let's go to a guy that's rocking a. Hold on, let me see what we got here. Vanessa, who's got something big here? Anyone got anything big in this town? Oh,
Chris, for line 4.
All
That
right,
looks big.
All right, hold on. Chris, what is your situation as we guess your rent?
Hey, good morning, Sweet Divot.
Sweet Dibs, what do you got?
So we're located in Irvine, 2,200 square foot.
Whoa.
4-bedroom, 3-car garage.
3-car garage?
Yeah.
Do you have
It's gotta
3
be one of
cars?
those nice neighborhoods in there.
No, I don't.
So what goes in the 3-car garage?
Storage. That's what I use it for.
That's nice. All right.
Do you have a backyard?
No backyard.
What's the neighbor situation? Neighbors right on top of you, or you have a little yard?
Yeah, so it's considered a, detached duplex. So it's like a little patio area, but that's it.
But they can see you. You can see them.
Oh, yeah, we can touch each other.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hot.
And that's raise the rent a little
who
bit,
are
right?
you with in the 4 bedrooms?
It's my family, my wife, and 3 kids.
Wow.
All right. You can put the kids in the garage. You got 1 garage per kid. Problem solved.
Yeah.
They're out of the house. All right, let's think about this. 2,200 square feet Irvine now.
And is it 2 floors or is it just one long big floor?
2 floors.
Wow.
It's nice. It's got to be...
3. It's got to be 3,300.
4,000.
I was gonna say 32.
How long you been there for?
So I'll say this. We've been here 3 years.
All right.
We're getting ready to renew our lease, so that's about to go up.
Oh,
my
so they're
God.
jacking it. They love that. They
Yeah, they're
love
about to
that.
get us.
Everyone tries to slow play each other. They go, well, listen, property
You
values
like it
are going
here?
up.
You don't want to move? Didn't
Yeah,
think so.
right.
Bam!
Bam, then they hit you with it.
Yeah.
You try to play them like, look, this is not, the neighborhood's falling apart. You
Yeah,
gotta,
I know, but you have no leverage as the renter.
You know what you got to do? You got to break into some cars in your own neighborhood just to make them feel like the neighborhood's falling apart.
and then park them in your garage.
That's the answer.
Yeah, got to bring it down.
It's got to be 3,800.
Whoa. You think it's that much?
Well, it's 4
Yeah, but
bedrooms.
he has no yard.
2,000 square feet. It's alley. Doesn't matter. Do you know where we live? Hello? 4. They're trying to raise it to 4. It's currently mid-3s.
Whoa.
That's what's happening.
So you ready for the answer?
Yeah.
It's 4,000 currently.
Whoa.
Currently 4,000.
That's
What-
$1,000 a bedroom.
What do they
Klein.
want to raise that to?
He said minimum 10%, so that's like the law, right? So he wants to go
Yeah.
for 4,400.
Oh man.
Damn. Are you going to stay?
Hold on. You sticking around,
Say again?
Chris? You going to stay there?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to. What, nowhere else to live.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. They know. Everyone knows. It's one of these situations where everyone knows you know you're trapped, and they know you're trapped,
I know.
And-
You're just completely stuck.
and you're just like, what's this number? That is the worst.
And all you can do is just complain about it and then stress.
I've tried when they've raised my rent. Every place I've ever lived, once a year goes by, they try to raise the rent. And a few times, not anymore, but back in the day, even 5 years ago, I could successfully give them the whole. All right, well, you know what? I'm taking my stuff and I'm leaving then.
And then they're
good
like,
luck
bye.
finding. And then they would kind of do you dance a little bit. There was at least a little dance to it.
Well, because where you can hit them is with the inconvenience. You have to go put out an ad. You have to bring people to
you have
the
to clean and repaint the
place.
house.
Right.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
But
I
you
mean,
know
it's
what?
the inconvenience of finding somebody.
This is
and-
how that, Allie, I'll be the landlord that I've dealt with, and you be you. And I'm going to tell you exactly how this thing would go. All right, you play that line. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I want to renew my lease.
Oh, goodbye. 12 applications. Goodbye. That's how it goes. Like literally, it's like that quick. It's
Right.
like fine, okay, no problem. Like
Yeah, I don't need you.
And I would say things like, "Hey, look, I technically have a job. I have a paycheck. You're gonna get some actor who's coming
I've
here
got
with a
good credit."
dream. They're gonna live. That's the last thing they want to deal with is some guy
Man,
that.
as an actor with a dream back then, that was really...
Yeah, they don't want
People
that.
like you were really screwing me over,
That's
huh?
right. I was trying to screw over Allie. Well, Allie lived in a place one time. She was saying this was New York, but she had a bathroom at the end of the hall that she had to share with other people.
Yeah.
She didn't have her own bathroom.
I had the bathroom was
And the
down the
shower
hall
was in the kitchen.
and the shower was in the kitchen. So my roommate would be making breakfast next to me while I was showering, and the landlord was using the living room for storage. So we didn't even have full access to the living room, and there were mice in the apartment. And I still paid $1,000 a month way back. This was like 15 years ago.
Michael.
Yeah.
Let's try to guess your rent. This is the smallest place we have on the phone right now. How many square feet are we dealing with?
All right, so we're in Sunland, Tahunga, and the total property square footage is 500 square feet, but about 300 is deck and a little kind of storage area.
So
and
you-
then
So you-
200 is where we live.
So you live in a 200 square foot place.
Yes.
So your deck takes up more than your actual living space?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
How long you been
We
there?
got one heck of a view of the San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
Pet Cemetery or other parts?
No, just fireworks.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool on the 4th.
Do you have like parking included, or are there any other perks?
There is. It doesn't count, I think, as the square footage, but a little on parking area for about 1 or 2 cars.
Okay. It's a 200 square foot place.
And
That's
is
enough
there
for-
washer dryer or anything like that?
Oh, it's 200 square
Yes,
feet.
washer dryer.
So it takes up 100 square feet?
Now you're left. Where does your bed go? Do you sleep standing up like the astronauts, or how does it work?
No, but we basically squeeze a king bed into the entire room.
Oh, and that's the whole
Wow.
thing. All right.
Do you even have a kitchen in there?
Yeah, totally tiny.
I'm gonna lock in with.
I want to say 15 or 1600. That's got to be.
I hope he's gotten us. Like, I hope
That's
he's.
Sunland, man.
I hope he's locked into some sort of a. What does that mean, Jake? Sunland, man.
That means it's just north of like Burbank.
No, I know where Sunland is. I'm saying, but are you saying that like it's?
Not in a Sunland, man.
Is it swanky? I don't think that's necessarily swanky.
Should
Yeah.
be cheaper at Sunland.
You think cheaper than 1500?
About a little cheaper than 1,500. I think like 13 to 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Sunland, Klein,
$8,000.
Eight. What is it?
It's about 2,400.
No way!
Stop it! Damn you, Sunland!
Sunland, they got us again.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ!
106.7 KROQ.
It's crazy to come out of the rental stories into a round of bamboozling, but there are scams aplenty that are taking place, and we try to keep you and your money safe. It's the very least we can do because you needed to pay for that rent. You got that view of that pet cemetery, paying $3,000 a month at Huntington Beach. You better have some money left over. Don't lose it by being scammed. It's time for Bamboozled. Here we go.
Bamboozled. A lot of people fall for the scam. And now they're just like, damn. Take your money, sucker, because you didn't know it was all a sham. And now you're just like, damn.
Now, usually, Allie, it's regular people falling for big scams, and we'll get to that in a second. But this one is interesting because this is a woman who figured out a great way to scam a gas station.
Oh, I heard about this woman.
And
She's my hero.
She got over close to $30,000 worth of free gas.
Yep.
By pulling her own scam.
Because she found a loophole.
And it's kind of not. I would argue this is like a hack, but
Dude.
it's listen
It's a
to
total glitch.
It's a glitch in the matrix, and she figured it out. Listen to this.
Now to a wild story about a glitch at a gas station here in Lincoln, and a woman accused of hitting the pumps over and over again, fueling up for free. Police say she was swiping a rewards card twice, which put the pump into a demo mode. She's been charged with 1 count of unlawful taking.
Someone is going to pull over and try this right now, and I don't know if it works.
Unlawful taking?
I know. What is that?
That
I didn't
seems
know
made
that
up.
was a.
But listen to
The
this.
gas
like,
station was like, you're being accused of
I got unlawfully hit.
taking.
There's a few times I've been told about like codes and things you can do at vending machines where you can switch them into test mode or sample
arcade
mode.
games,
Arcade games would do that. This whole idea that she figured out a way just by taking her, like, let's just say her Vons rewards card
Yes.
and swiping it 2 times in a row, all of a sudden now the whole pump goes into demo mode.
She's been charged with 1 count of unlawful taking. LPD says she filled up more than 500 times over the course of 7 months at the pump and pantry out on West Owen Sun
I mean,
Valley.
listen to that.
Essentially stealing 7,400 gallons of gas.
That's amazing. I bet
Good
she
for
even
her.
had like friends and family and like, hey, give me $20, I'll fill up your tank. I've got a hack
But
here.
also, she to keep that to yourself, like she didn't tell everyone. She kept that to herself because when you have something that good,
Well, it's
why
like
would
that
you share
couple
it?
that came up with that lottery loophole.
Right.
You know, and they kept winning the lottery
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
windfall.
Yeah, windfall. And she shouldn't be held accountable for this. She's the one who found the hack. And it's like same with an arcade game. If you find the hack, that's yours to keep.
Yes, finders keepers.
Yeah.
So here is the next bamboozled scam you should be aware of.
Be on high alert if you're trying to sell cars on websites like Marketplace. They're tracking a new scam.
Yeah, investigators say it involves the same 3 people claiming to want to buy the car, then driving down the price.
ABC 10's Devin Truby is here now to explain what the scam is
Devin
and what to
Poopy?
look out for.
Devin Troopy is his name, and this is an interesting one because I get these flyers sometimes on cars. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but people go around and put flyers on your car that say, "Want to buy your car? Call me."
Yeah, I've used it.
You have?
I sold my car that way.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's part of the scam, you dummy.
Oh.
Whoa, stop.
Someone contacts the seller and arranges the meetup. The suspect arrives with at least 2 other suspects to look at the vehicle. Then, while one distracts you, asking you to maybe pop the hood or rev the engine, the others...
Whoa, stop.
And I was like, okay, what is going on? Shut off the truck, jump out. Looked like they had taken like 8 ounces of oil and they dumped it into the exhaust tips, onto the ground, all around the exhaust, a puddle in this parking lot.
Austin Espinola says he came face-to-face with the suspects in Truckee in December. He says he was trying to sell his pickup for $12,000 on Facebook. A man reached out to him asking to look at the truck, so they met in a parking lot by the Truckee Police Department. But when they arrived...
4 or 5 guys get out of a minivan, which I thought was weird for starters.
After a test drive, the suspects asked Austin to rev the engine one more time. That's when he says they dumped oil on his car and dropped their offer by $5,000.
Whoa. Dude, Klein, this is your hot oil, man.
You know me. I love
oil.
I love oil.
You love the oil wrestling, and you probably love this story.
I don't love oil. Omar's
You
playing
do.
old
You're an
clips.
oil man.
I'm not an oil man.
You are oil. Dude, I'm going to play you some evidence.
This Thursday night, it's the Women's Oil Wrestling Federation at the Bridge Street Music Hall. You did hear me correctly. Hot chicks in oil. The hottest chicks wrestling in oil. And did I mention women in oil?
See you there.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
couldn't love it anymore.
Who knows? That's
Is that
stupid.
the Women's Oil Wrestling Federation? Is that what you said?
I think it was.
There was a whole federation?
Yeah.
The WOWF?
Jake knows it. Well, anyway, I poured oil on them and dropped the price $500.
There you go.
Don't sell your car to anyone who gets a minivan and a bunch of people hop out. Quick break. That was all very old audio Omar just played you. Vintage stuff right there.
Did I mention oil?
Oh, yeah, I mentioned it. I heard it. That was terrible. Sorry about that. We'll back in a moment. ADD News. Then we get you on
Thank
the
you for that.
standby boarding list so that you can go see Green Day in Ireland. We'll make that happen for
In
you
Ireland.
after this.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM. KROQ.
Say KROQ Klein Alley Show. We'll do your ADD News. Then we get you on the standby boarding list to go see Green Day in Dublin, Ireland, one of the greatest destinations yet for KROQ World Tour 2024. A few more spots on that standby list. You'll get another shot again today at noon, 3 and 6. We'll do it throughout the week. Then Monday morning, call the big winner and tell them pack your bags. You're going to Ireland for St. Paddy's Day festivities. I guess it'll be after the fact, but still, I think it's St. Paddy's Day year-round there. Not exactly sure. And we give you Green Day tickets right here at their SoFi shows happening in September. Allie, let's get to the news now so then we can give away those tickets. And then Vanessa will break the sad news about the birds that we've been staring at, sitting on top of eggs that are probably never going to hatch. But you won't get the news from us. You'll get it from Vanessa because she delivers the saddest news the funniest ways. That's coming up.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News, and now the Cankle Queen.
Thank you.
Hold on. I was supposed to be the Onion Queen one. It was the Cankle Queen.
I'm a queen of so many things.
Let me give you your proper intro.
Onion Queen.
That was rude.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. All hail the Onion Queen.
There you go.
What if he still went? All right, potholes continue to be a huge problem in Southern California, but it's growing into a much bigger problem than just locally at this point. They're everywhere, and it's gotten so bad that the Hulk has had to weigh in on how to fix it. Lou Ferrigno was at a book signing in Fresno, which tracks, and here are his groundbreaking thoughts on potholes.
Good. I'm excited to be here at Legend and Comic and Game Store. Great fan. Everybody's happy, having a good time. Oh, sure, I love it, especially Fresno. It's great, except the streets are a lot of broken potholes. I have a nail on my tire anyway. Thank you. Don't get a flat.
Okay, great. That's good stuff right there. That's the Hulk. Everything he said, I stand
I didn't
by.
realize he sounded like that.
Oh, he's deaf.
I know he always kind of sounded a little wonky, but,
Yeah, but
it
that's
feels
also-
like it's gotten real bad.
You got to do the Fresno math there, too. So there's some of that.
What's the Fresno math?
He's probably
Everyone
all-
sounds like that there.
Yeah, that's in Fresno.
That's the Fresno accent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's Fresno. That's the it's the local. You know how like Valley
It's the local
Girl.
slang.
That's
It's
the slang. That's the Fresno speak.
Yeah. All right, 3 words that could change your life forever: hand washing, lie detectors. Hand washing lie detectors.
Talk about the person that this would affect the most is you.
Look.
You're the one who pretends to. You actually run the water, stand there.
No, I did that one time, all right? And at home, I don't wash my hands after I use the bathroom. Not always, but at work, I always do.
Why do you say that with pride in your voice? Like, why aren't you saying that?
Because if you just go in your own bathroom and you go number one, there's no point in washing your hands. I'm sorry.
You're rotten. A monster.
All right. Anyway,
Is that Lou Ferrigno?
I'm not
'Cause
allowed.
I agree with that guy.
Hand washing is, in general, not as good as the CDC says it should be. They say 20 seconds, but I think most people do it for about 7. Now, fast food restaurants are using this thing called the PathSpot hand scanner. And it's a startup device from a tech company. And basically, you would put your hands under this device, and it would light up and expose the cleanliness of your hands.
I like
so
that.
if you hadn't washed them properly, it would show that. And you would have to put your hands under the hand washing lie detector before returning to work.
I mean, Allie would get. She wouldn't be allowed in this building.
It would be like,
She would break it.
Oh, my God.
Override.
Thing would just completely fall apart. I've never seen hands like yours before.
Fecal detected.
Oh, there goes another one. Look, I like that in the place of work. I was at a bathroom in a restaurant the other day, and, they have those big signs by the sink. Employees must wash hands. Legally, they have to have the signs up. And I watched a guy leave the bathroom after taking a dump. I assume that's what he was doing. He was in the stall.
Yeah.
Came out. He put his hairnet, rested it on top of the sign.
Stop.
Fixed his hair with his hands in the mirror, and then put his hairnet back on and walked out.
Ew. See, why do you think I'm disgusting? I am the one who is washing my hands after doing that. And at work, I always wash my hands 100% of the time. Vanessa knows we pee together, right, Vanessa?
This is true. She
Didn't-
washes her hands.
Allie,
When there's someone there.
Didn't you leave
No.
a giant toilet full of urine before Gwen Stefani was here? And then also you
Oh,
did
my
it again
God.
before
No.
Rivers Cuomo was
None
here?
of that is
That
accurate.
toilet is broken.
Yes, thank you, Vanessa.
Why do you keep using it?
Allie
Because
uses,
it's the only bathroom down there.
Allie went in and used a toilet before 2 of the biggest musicians came in. Both times.
Before Gwen Stefani, I had to pee because I was nervous, okay? And the toilet, for some reason, the automatic flusher doesn't work properly, and there's not one of those little buttons where you can just press it to flush, so there was nothing I could do. I left, and there was a number 1 in the toilet. Okay?
You're number
So
one. You're
sue
number
me.
1.
Yes.
And then Gwen Stefani went in there before she came in, and I heard her verbally say, "You're rotten. You're a monster." I heard her say
No,
this line.
but before
Play the
Rivers
clip.
Cuomo-
This was her from the. I heard this through the bathroom wall, Allie. This is what she
You're rotten. A monster.
That is not Gwen Stefani.
It was.
And with Rivers, I did not go to the bathroom at all. So if there was a number 1 in the toilet before Rivers got there, that was not me. That's everybody because the bathroom is not working properly.
Apologies to any musicians who come by KROQ for our dirty bathrooms. It's unacceptable, and I apologize on behalf of Allie and her bladder.
Look, I had to go before Gwen Stefani's interview, okay? It's not like I'm the pee girl.
Oh, write it down.
Damn it.
Someone got a name.
No, I'm not the pee girl.
All hell, the pee girl.
Coming to 8 a.m. show. Have a good day.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
In a moment, some very sad news to report about the birds up in Big Bear. But it will be delivered by Vanessa, so it will not be as sad as normal. And as she says so eloquently in her speech, miracles
Can happen.
can happen. That's where we're at. I'm glad I didn't waste a minute watching the live stream like Allie and Omar put
Me
in
and Omar
hours.
are watching it right now.
Vanessa, hold on, let me say, Vanessa, you in a second. Paul, Santa Monica.
Hey, how's it going? Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
It's going a lot better for you than for us because you are caller 20.
All right, man. I've been trying every day for this, man.
What is the lesson you can take from that?
Keep trying, man. Keep trying and good things will happen.
No.
No?
The lesson is find something better to do with your time.
I don't know. I'm at work, so
Oh, okay.
I hope my
And that-
boss isn't listening.
In that case, congratulations. You're going to see Green Day at SoFi Stadium September 14th, and you're going to be on that standby boarding list. Maybe we call you back Monday morning and tell you the good news. You're packing your bags for Dublin, Ireland, all right?
Sweet. Yeah, I just got a passport, too, like a month ago, so I'm ready.
Man, a stampless passport. Did you get it for any reason or just so you felt like you should have one?
I felt like I should have one so I could do some traveling.
I hope this guy wins the trip.
Isn't it so great to just have one ready to go just in case there's some Impromptu international travel versus what it usually always is, which is
a panic.
A planned
Right.
international travel, and oh crap,
I don't
won't
have a passport.
Yeah.
I can't find my passport, and then I've got to go rush. I don't know anyone who's ever gotten their passport at regular pace. Every time it's a rush operation.
And the rush still takes forever, doesn't it?
And they jack the price up. I'm going to tell you the saddest thing ever. I don't mind to admit it on this show because you've already mocked me enough today. I one time had a passport that fully expired with a total of 0 stamps in it. Had a passport, never used it. Felt like I needed one too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're good for like 5 years, maybe 7.
Yeah, 5, I think.
And when I finally found out it was no longer valid, I looked at it. I go, let me just refresh all my travel. Nothing there.
There's no, you just flipped through it.
Think
Like the most boring flip book ever.
I think I wrote Arizona with a Sharpie in there just to feel like I did something.
Arizona? They
That's all
wouldn't stamp your passport.
That's all I could come up with. All right, so Paul, hold on one second. More chances to win these tickets coming up again at noon, 3 and 6 on KROQ. Allie, you and Omar spent a lot of time looking at these birds. I think a lot of the world, and definitely a lot of California, was focused on Shadow and who was the other one?
Jackie
and Shadow.
Even as I look at the live chat right now, I believe, what's her name? Colleen says, I love my morning ritual of checking the nest.
But unfortunately, as is the case, they thought the eggs would have hatched by now if they had hatched. The birds, the big birds, are still sitting upon these eggs. And for some reason, Omar, even though he refuses to give up hope, Allie refuses to give up hope. Meanwhile,
No,
Vanessa...
I mean, I'm kind of giving up hope.
Vanessa decided
done with it.
to read... Oh, Allie, you gave up hope? Good.
Yeah.
Omar, we convinced Vanessa to read the statement that was officially released. And who even releases this statement? Just a sad,
The
lonely
Friends
woman?
of Big
or-
Bear Valley blog.
Oh, the Friends do this?
The Friends of Big Bear Valley, and they'll put up it's kind of like a journal entry every couple days. They update everyone on how Jackie and Shadow are doing.
So Vanessa did such an eloquent job sharing with my children the sad news about their fish dying that we figured only appropriate that she shared the news about these eggs.
Yeah, we have some bad news for you. As of today, there has been no confirmed peeps in any of the eggs. This is later than Jackie's eggs have hatched in the past. So it's probably unlikely for them to hatch at this point. But as someone pointed out to me, miracles do happen. It is not a matter of giving up. It is simply a matter of taking what is in front of us and moving forward, just the way Jackie and Shadow do. With the Nest camera, we are all simply observers of their everyday journey. We can feel sad that things do not seem to be working out the way we had hoped for, or for the dissolving of expectations we had for what has to come. Jackie and Shadow.
She's laughing through it because she's hiding the tears that she's really feeling, I would imagine.
No, she laughs at morbid things.
Yeah. Vanessa, was this sad for you or funny?
It was funny to me for me to hear this story. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, there's a part where they talk about how they were fighting, and I was like, this is crazy. And their journey are still here. They continue doing what they do best, being eagles and taking care of what they have in front of them in each moment. At this point, they're both...
Vanessa, you're not even the least bummed out that these poor eggs aren't hatching and they're probably not going to hatch?
Dude, things happen. Not everyone can have babies.
That's what they should have written in the blog post. Instead of this long novel.
Yeah, they at least
Not
put some-
everyone can have babies.
They at least put some thought into it.
Friends
you know?
of Big Bear Valley.
So you're not...
Shadow shooting blanks.
Yeah.
You're not even a little bit sad in your heart.
No.
You don't feel
Being
bad?
eagles and taking care of what they have in front of them in each moment. At this point, they're both caring for their eggs, switching places, arguing over whose turn it is, and being gentle, tender, both with the eggs and with each other. As to why the eggs have not hatched, we have no way of knowing. It could be environmental, such as temperatures, humidity percentages, oxygen levels at high altitudes, etc. It could be biological, with something just being off at the time with the eggs were created. It is very unlikely that either Jackie or Shadow are infertile.
So there you have it. Yes, the sad update.
She's laughing at her infertility. That's nice, too.
There you have it. Now that maybe there's another shot.
Cold.
Very cold. Very cold.
I mean, it is bad. But eventually they will leave the nest, and then the eggs are kind of up for grabs. And then they'll be sold on eBay to the highest bidder.
Vanessa's available to speak at any funerals you may need her to speak at in the upcoming future. We take a quick break. We're back in a moment. We got more show to get to, and today is photo day for Jake the Nerd because he lost the bet, the forced resolution. He is going to have to take his very sexy photo shoot after the show, and then that picture will be put all over his car. That'll be for the foreseeable future as well. We got a quick break and more show next, and your lift tickets to join us high atop Big Bear. Now we got a little more space because these eggs
No.
We can bring 2 more listeners up.
Klein, the world Alley famous show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show, here's a question. Do you hide things? Do you have a hiding spot for stuff that you hide from everyone, including your own wife?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I hide nothing. Nope.
You should. I feel like she hides a lot from you.
She doesn't hide anything from me.
Thought you found out she had a hidden credit card.
That was for work purposes.
What? No, that's not what happened. You found out she had a card you didn't know about. Then you found out about it. It was a hidden credit card.
Well, she had it for a reason that was not personal. She just had it for business expenses,
but it's in her name.
It's in her name. Yeah.
Shouldn't you have known about it?
I mean, I don't care that I didn't know about it.
You don't have one drawer, one box that you just fill with things, and then you hide it away from everyone?
No. What would I put in there? What do I have to hide?
Well,
what do you hide?
I have one box now that I have created using stuff that I've unpacked, and I'm putting them all into another box that I will be hiding.
Is this just because if she finds it, she'll make you get rid of it?
It's a combination of stuff that she would either want me to throw out, but also some stuff from... I got a few like previous relationship-y things in there.
Oh,
that I don't
you keep
wanna,
all that stuff?
Some of it. I'd just like to have some pictures.
I completely agree. I think that's important.
But she would be unhappy and say, "Why do you want pictures of your exes?"
See, Katie knows about all that. I have pictures of my exes.
Katie's exes are on display on canvases all over the living room.
It's our wallpaper.
Just everywhere. I had sex with her and her. There she is. There.
That was great.
Yeah, it's a combination of that stuff, and then there's some stuff that's a little bit, I would argue, salacious, as Vanessa likes to say, juicy.
Like
some bottles of oil?
Previous flyers for oil wrestling?
Not that. No, just other stuff. I just think...
Is it sexual? Like, is it porn mags and stuff? Porn mags?
Porn mags.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what they
you worked
say.
at Playboy? You're like a Playboy fan.
Back in the oil days, that's what they called them.
Yeah.
Back in the oil days.
Crazy. I have a story like those guys who came here on oil, like the oils that brought him here. Oil tycoon.
Oil.
I was a hot oil wrestling tycoon. I don't think it's that strange. Omar, do you not have a box of hidden stuff?
I have a box. It's not necessarily hidden stuff, but it's stuff that I want to just keep. Like you know how your kids give you little like pens that say #1 dad on them, or birthday cards. You know, I have that sort of stuff. A box. You see, somebody else would consider it trash, but I want to keep these and reflect on them. And actually, my dream is that I think one day my kids will, once I'm dead, my kids will stumble upon this and know that I saved all their stuff.
You know what's funny about that,
stumble upon
Omar,
my box.
is
Omar's box is full of treasures and stuff, and my stuff's just old porn mags. They never find this.
Basically inheritance set.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule of sadness.
It's funny because I made that crap for my dad. Like, I have a mug that says #1 dad, and I thought my dad would always want to keep that stuff, and he had a box that he was going to throw in the garbage.
And that was all in it.
And that was all in it.
Yeah.
So I have my mug that I made for him.
You kept it.
Yes.
Man.
So I have in my little studio, I have my, for Father's Day when I was 4 years old, I made this cup for him.
That's even sadder.
Yeah.
My box is full
I
of...
save all that stuff. I love that stuff.
It's weird
Well,
that
my dad doesn't.
My kids gave me a mug that said #6 dad, which makes me feel bad. I didn't even make the top. I'm not even a medaler.
So,
it's terrible. No, I just
Can you bring that box in
No,
here?
absolutely not. Not after the tapes. Not bringing that box in here. But
come on.
I just thought it was
We
interesting.
wouldn't do you dirty like that.
I put it on top of a closet and I hid it away, under some other. I hid it. Basically, I put shoe boxes in front of it and then hid it in the back. No one will know where it is. It's just my little box. But the thought was, is that even weird that I'm doing that? I assumed everyone had. I thought to a buddy, he
Do you
said,
think your wife has one?
Does my wife
And what
have a
would be
box?
in
I don't know. I haven't
said
seen it in a
box,
long time. Supposedly she does. But...
The world famous KROQ. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
You need a day off of work Friday. Maybe you have something, an obligation you really want to get out of, need a good excuse just to get out of it. Here's a great excuse. I just won tickets on the radio. You know the odds of that are like 1 in a billion. I gotta go. We got lift tickets for you to join us for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day, Snow Summit. Be heading up there just after the show, racing up the mountain. Johnny's going the back way because he's scared of snow.
It makes me so mad. I don't know why it makes me so angry.
We should actually
It's just such a waste of time.
step in and not let him go up the back way and force him to ride with one of us up the front way. Because I was going to.
You know what? I'm starting to think I don't want him to go.
Oh, he would love that though. Maybe that's why he's doing this. Maybe that's why he brought up this agent, his mom, because he's trying for us to uninvite him so he doesn't have to see snow. I think he's more scared of snow than he was of flying to Vegas.
Well, and once he tries something new, he's like, cool, don't have to do that anymore.
Right.
It's not like it's really opening up new horizons for him.
No, one thing that's really is like, I know I can't trust myself in the sense that, like, I know as soon as I get to the snow, I'm probably going to really love it, and I'm going to act like a damn puppy dog, and, like, I'm going to start, like, jumping off the roof in a big pile of snow, or, like...
The penguin thing.
Belly flopping penguin, and I'm going to, like, do crazy stuff, and I might, like, hurt myself on accident.
Johnny's going to fall off the mountain trying to catch snowflakes on his tongue like a dog does.
Cool.
I'm going to do something like that, and I don't trust myself. That's why I'm like, damn it, I'm setting
worry.
myself up.
Did we protect you in Vegas? Did you sit between Allie and I on the flight?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You hold my
We
leg.
held your hand.
He held my leg the whole time.
And that sales lady put her hand on your leg.
Yeah, that sales lady almost gave you a HJ release on the flight.
Oh, my God, man.
I saw it, Allie. I watched it.
It was very aggressive.
A lot going on there.
All right, I trust you, but can you bring me... okay, yeah, let's do it. Whatever.
There was a lot
Yerm
going
gang, baby.
on.
Let's go.
All right, Yerm gang. Good stuff. See that? He's very easy to break down.
If she holds your thigh in the snow, will you do it?
Yeah, who's going to hold my legs this time when we're in the car?
If you want to join us be a part of this, believe it or not, this will continue after the on-air portion on Friday. Call us now, 800-520-1067. We'll pick you up, 1-800-520-1067. We'll pick you up and get you some tickets. This message, Allie, was waiting on the GOAT line for us.
I wasn't going to call. I really, truly wasn't. I was going to let it go. I was going to move on. I know I'm behind in the podcast, but I'm listening and I'm catching up, and I'm so tired of Jake the Nerd. So tired.
Boo.
He lost fair and square. He made a point to say way back when that he set an alarm for his Tool concert and to write a post before midnight. So that's Jake admitting that midnight ends the day. Midnight starts a new day. So he lost. He did not do a March 2 redo post. He's wrong. I'm tired of hearing it. We're all tired of hearing it. Jake, take your car up. Okay, love you guys.
I disagree.
Listen, it's not even up for debate anymore. There's another person that did claim that on the night you went to the Tool show, you said you, quote, set an alarm to make sure you got your journal entry in before midnight. You knew those were the rules. Anyway, long and short of it is, it's over. Today's the day we do the photo shoot. There will be some nudity involved in the photo shoot. Jake has been working on his body. He claims he's refusing to eat this giant ham Allie brought in today. He's very upset that ham came in
Yeah, I'm pissed.
There's
today.
free ham.
Free ham.
Free ham and cheese
Free
sandwiches.
ham day, and it's the one day I had to take a photo of my shirt off. This is bullcrap.
And pants off, by the way.
But on the text line, they kind of admitted that this is a beautiful happenstance. You know,
It's
like
a
now
happenstance.
it's serendipitous,
We
and
have
now
a-
we have to incorporate the ham into the photo
Yeah, we have a
shoot.
giant ham. We got honey
nowhere to use it.
Honey baked Jake now. We got a lot of fun things coming our way. And
Can we have it say Honey Baked Jake?
well, we have a plan for the car, and there's a message that's I think it was listener suggested. We don't want to give it away till it's officially done, and then we get the big unveiling. We were invited to actually have his car at a car show that's happening here, I think, next weekend.
Oh my God, where they like sell cars for parts?
No, one of the car shows where people usually show off their really nice cars, like
Oh,
Ferraris
got
and
it.
stuff. But I think the person, if someone who goes there and helps set it up.
No, we should have him like show the car like at a lowrider show where like cholos are and stuff.
Oh my God.
You know, that would be the best.
You also got-
And
we also-
rev it, and it just like dies.
We also have the Peterson Automotive Museum, like right down the
Oh my
street.
God, yeah.
So Jake could a lot of car buffs go over there.
It's great.
So we have a lot of places for Jake to show his car off once it's all nicely wrapped. But more importantly,
Whenever you see it, too, take
Yeah.
a picture and post it and tag us because we
He'll
need
be
to
driving
get
around.
the Jake's
He's-
car sightings as they happen.
Jake is a regular guy. He drives to comic book shops on a regular basis, drives to pawn shops on a regular basis. In fact, someone suggested, Jake, you take my hidden box from my wife and bring it over to Nonia and see if any of my box is worth anything.
I could do that.
I don't want you
Any
to.
of your crusty hard magazines
It's not,
are
it's
worth
not what it is.
anything?
It's more than just that stuff.
You won't tell us what's really in there, will you?
No, it's a hidden box. My secret. It's my secret. But Jake is returning to the pawn shop I think today. Are you going today or tomorrow? Because I know you're going to try to buy back that Pez dispenser.
I need to get money first
What do you mean?
to buy it back.
Yeah, I'll give you $5. What did they pay you for it?
$5.
What did you do with the $5 they gave you?
I used it to join a Magic the Gathering tournament.
Oh my
I
god.
don't care about that either, trust me.
No, she does not.
None of us do.
So did you win that tournament?
No, I think I took third.
So then how much money have you lost on Magic the Gathering, do you think?
All my money.
Yeah, there's no Allie, this is the thing that's amazing.
Don't you get like $7
No,
if you win?
no, there's
You
no
get,
there's no
yeah,
cash
you get
prize.
packs.
It's a gift card to the comic book store.
Oh my god.
He doesn't
Yeah, packs
understand.
and you
I
get money
gotta
or
open
gift
up a
card.
comic book store, man. It's just a bunch of suckers.
It's wild what it is, and what's even more wild is that Jake doesn't realize what a giant waste of time and money this is. But what do I know?
Yeah, but he enjoys it. That's the thing, right? It's like you lose money gambling, but you say it's just about the sport of it, the game, right? It just gives you entertainment, and that's what he's saying.
At least if I do win, I get money. I don't get a gift card for comic books.
You get
Or cards.
Whatever.
a gift card for
More
a
gambling.
For anything you want.
Hey, Jason, Huntington Beach.
Yes.
What are you supposed to do on Friday?
Hey, ditch day. I'm supposed to work at the school district, and I think it's a good reason to have a ditch day. Go up there with you guys.
All right, good. You're as good as in. Hold on one second. Can't wait to see you on Friday. Let me invite Eve as well. She's been hanging out on the phone. Diamond Bar. Hello, Eve.
Hi.
Friday, what were you supposed to do?
Work, but I'll be up there.
Do you need an excuse, or you going to come up with one?
I'll come up with one.
Okay.
What do you do?
I work at a high school.
Man, I tell you, everyone who works at schools, they're like, get me the hell away from these kids. And I don't blame you.
Yeah, I know. And you're going right up to spring break, having a day off before spring break. That's even better.
Klein, the world, Alley, famous show, KROQ. Klein, Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
So let's wrap up the show with some takeaways on the text line 800-520-1067. Of course, the GOAT line will be open now for the remaining part of the day into tomorrow. If you got messages, comments, critiques, criticisms, the number is 844-956-GOAT. If you're looking for more Green Day tickets, those are coming up again at noon, 3 and 6. Get on that standby list so we can send you to Dublin, Ireland to see Green Day, part of KROQ World Tour. And you'll have another chance with Nicole Alvarez, who will be in here in just a moment for 40 minutes nonstop KROQ. And your 90s at noon, plus those Green Day tickets. If you'd like to see the Kings, we have a pair for you. And we'll give those away as we get out of here. I think today is bonus podcast day. Klein Alley Showtime.
Yes.
Bonus episode. Totally uncensored and unscripted. And I will say this, Jake will be in and out of the podcast today because he's going to be taking this naked photo shoot. But we will update you on that. And if you want full nudity, you'll enjoy today's podcast as well, which will be posted as soon as we're done with it, probably right around 10:30. Before hopefully 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here's one song from Pantyhose Greg to say goodbye to our Wednesday show.
Yeah, every day. Weed, and I'm totally gay.
Thank you for that. It's Pantyhose Greg. He is totally gay. All right, Allie, what do we got on the text line?
All right, 818, my takeaway is Klein's top Jacks are Jack and the Beanstalk, Jack Daniels, and Jack Johnson.
Jesus Christ.
626, my takeaway is whenever it's cold out, just pour coffee on yourself and put on your oatmeal, folks.
I don't like all these takeaways coming from the tapes that almost
213 is it's 98.6 degrees in my mouth.
All right, another one.
And
Super.
626 is damn you, Sunland!
Damn you, Sunland. Screwing us all. All right, what's your takeaway from today's show, Jake?
Oh, if it wasn't for bronzer and cocaine, the Women's Oil Wrestling Federation would still be a thing.
That's true. That is what took it down finally. Someone said their takeaway is that Klein is the Vince McMahon of hot oil wrestling. I am definitely
Which leads
not.
me to my takeaway. Here, take a listen.
This Thursday night, it's the Women's Oil Wrestling Federation at the Bridge Street Music Hall. You did hear me correctly. Hot chicks in oil. The hottest chicks wrestling in oil.
That's enough. That's
Was that Atari 2600 sound effects?
It's very
See you
loud.
there.
Oh, see you there. See you there. All right.
That's so cool.
Those women all died.
Those women are all dead now.
All right. Allie, you have a takeaway?
My takeaway is be sure to wish your agents a happy Mother's Day this year.
That's right. Take care. 10% of your salary and 100% of your love. Have a great rest of your day. We'll do it tomorrow and try to do it better. Let's go ahead and leave here the same way we came in this morning, giving away stuff. Angel.
Hey, what's
You're gonna, Sweet Divots, good sir. We're going to see you. Send you to go see.
You want
the,
to see some hot chicks in oil?
No, we don't have that. We don't have that. We've got cold ice.
Yes, I do.
Bring your oatmeal. You'll be going to ice hockey. The LA Kings. Hold on, Angel. Those tickets are yours. Thanks
It's
for
like
listening
the
to the show.
opposite of oil
all right, we got to go. Thanks for mocking me all show. It's been a lot of fun today. Have we all had a good laugh? See you tomorrow. Bye.
Klein, Alley Show. KROQ. KROQ.